Yay.
Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, currently as Asher the Labramon, and this is 2 Point Museum. I almost said a hospital, and then my brain went, nope, not that one, and then I was about to say campus, and then I'm like, wait, no, museum. Yeah, that's the one. But anyways.
It was definitely one of those three.
Yeah, it's one of those three. Maybe 4. There might be another one in there. I don't know. But yeah, we are back from TFF. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun. Oh God. Oh God.
258 bitties. Welcome back, Razim Loves.
Thanks for the biddies,
Hi,
item.
I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and this is Digging Deeper.
Just getting pelted today.
Everything from archaeology
Yes, they have been abusing the heck out of me.
very sharp magic sticks.
They gotta make up for lost time.
Let's start
Apparently.
with a reader's theory, which
Ow.
today comes from Brad K. Raymond.
Okay, I'm just gonna, sit here and wait
In
for a
his
bit.
account, Brad writes, as I
Ow.
walked slowly through a dim, dark forest, I
Goodness.
chanced upon a tall, towering, hairy, shaggy creature that moved quietly and stealthily through the eerily, scarily quiet, silent trees.
For those that weren't here on the stream and are watching this recording,
Brad hopes
yeah,
to
they
share
were
his experience
throwing
with
stuff
you
at me
all.
before I
No
even
doubt
started the
be available on
recording and
Vanity
stuff.
Publishing label in the near future.
Botany exhibits may
So
have
yeah,
specific humidity.
TFF. Really? Do you guys want me to say anything, or you know? Apparently not. I'm being taken away. Mala, I will ban you. As a matter of fact, boom.
Lol.
So, I will say one thing for sure. I have come to the realization that I am not really interested in panels at furry conventions.
That's fair. I went to 2, and then spent the whole rest of the time either with you at your spot outside the convention center, or playing mahjong on the 37th floor of the Sheridan.
Hey, Izo. So, the panels at every FurCon that I've been to have, in general, been bad. Or at least, I don't necessarily want to say bad, but they weren't good. Like, if I go to when I've gone to a gaming convention or Comic-Con in the past, yeah, I was, going from panel to panel to panel to panel, but, like, there was this hypnosis panel that Rex wanted to go to. It was Hypnosis 101. The thing was supposed to be 2 hours. The first half hour was the presenter advertising their group that they've got on VR chat or something, like 15 times. and they were constantly complaining about the microphone, and a speaker that they had set up. At one point, they turned off the microphone and were like, "Can you guys hear me in the back?" And we're all like, "Yes, we can." And they continued for just like 30 seconds with that before suddenly, they grabbed the microphone again and turn it back on. They were pushing their social media stuff, and Rex and I put up with it for about a half hour. It was somewhat entertaining, but not enough for me to want to bother staying. This is true, Era. This is true. At one point, the presenter got off the stage and went and bit one of the people in the front row. Like, just... Can we get on with the whole thing here, please? Sometime tonight? Please? Hello, Cicada. Hey, Spaz.
From what I hear,
Oh, go ahead, Kuroy.
from what I hear, most people go to the cons to see their friends in the dealer's den.
Yeah, that's kind of that is kind of what I'm realizing. Like, this was only my third furry convention. The first two were awful. Or at least not great experiences. Like, I had a great time at MFF. So, Orca, it was Anthrocon, where I went there to hang out with friends, and those friends kind of, they kind of ditched me. And then MFF, I had a good time in the area of MFF, but not because of MFF. The convention itself was awful. I didn't even want to deal with the dealer's den there. But I had a fantastic time hanging out with Era and Raijin and all the others that were there. It's just we did so outside of the actual building most of the time, and yeah. It was not because of MFF. I agree, Era. It was too crowded. And yeah, the dealer's den is a whole, but so furry conventions have a dealer's den and an artist alley, usually. It's where you can go to commission art, purchase various merchandise of all kinds of variety. Like, there is basically no consistency at all. You can find just the by far the widest assortment out of any convention I've ever seen you can find at a furry convention. Because they're not really bound to one interest.
They had a lot of stuff. I bought some clicky clacks.
It's basically where, everyone goes and hawks their fun, well, not hawks, sells or does their furry business stuff. Be it making little bits of jewelry, artwork, anything in between.
Well, yeah. I know there was one guy that at TFF that had a bait. He basically had a hobby shop that he brought. There were so many board games and books and all sorts of other things, dice, etc., all there at his stall. Yes, okay. Era, that depends on finances. which is a whole other thing. I will definitely say that my finances are in emergency status right now. Hence the tip goal over there. I did not go crazy at TFF. And I made sure Rex did not go crazy either. But it was Rex's first FurCon, so I relented and let him have a few treats and such. But considering he lost his job last week, it's, yeah. It was one of those things where he lost his job the day before we were leaving for TFF. And for those wondering, I know I've said it before, but just in case people have missed it, he lost his job because of the normal corporate, okay, cannot say that because we're still not past the 15 minutes. Unkind word. The normal corporate nonsense, we'll go with that, of, oh, your stats are not good enough, get out.
Generous bestowal.
Never mind the fact that his stats were improving.
$20 Razim coins.
Hey, Ido, thank you so very much for that tip. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Rex lost his job because they decided, you know, he was getting the coaching once a week. He had documents that he was actively improving. You know, he was getting better at what they wanted him to improve on. But apparently the corporate decided it wasn't fast enough and kicked him out and fired him. So, yeah.
Call center work?
Yeah, basically. It's a little different, but basically.
A magnanimous dispensation.
Oh, Izo.
Tipped $100.
Thank you so very much, Izo. Thank ya. You guys are amazing. But happier stuff. I know I'm going to FWA with Matteo in 3 weeks. Thankfully, Matteo has covered the plane, the hotel room, and all I got to worry about is food. And the con badge.
A generous bestowal.
Thank you so much, Ducks.
Ducks underscore all underscore around tipped $10. I'll help too.
Though, of course, I am going to make sure that my... Yeah, I know. Yeah. Demon, I have no idea. I'm hoping so. Honestly, if not for the fact that Vari, like, I would have just canceled it if it was only Matteo I was going to get to see, but I know that Vari, Viv, and Key are all going to be there. I know a few other friends that'll be there, so it's like... Well, actually, I can't even cancel it anyways, because the plane ticket is non-refundable. But I could have at least, you know, canceled and moved it to put the money for that plane ticket towards another flight, you know. Because apparently that is something we can do that we discovered at the, when going to TFF, because we wound up deciding to go anyways because, despite Rex losing his job, because, it was non-refundable, so it's like, we either go or we literally toss $800 of cash, you know? But then we discovered, oh, okay, we can, even though it's non-refundable, apparently we can move the money to a different ticket. Good to know for the future. But either way, Maddie also paid for this, so I don't want to do that to him. But yeah, my plan is to go to Furry Migration Era. Thankfully, it is several months away. It's in September, right? It should be okay by then. Rex should have a job. We should be good.
Orca Commander tipped $25.
Yeah. That should have plenty of time to be fine. And Orca, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for those tips. It helps so much. Let's see, where was I? Right. So, yeah. TFF was a lot of fun. MFF, I did not... I enjoyed my vacation, but not because of the con itself. Orca, the only reason I do these is because people are taking me there. Well, I would definitely like to go, I would enjoy that, Vari. It's just kind of, you know... I'm scraping by barely. Yeah, Orca, like...
Expensive.
Anthrocon is just a... Anthrocon needs to move when they have it. Like, seriously, they need to. Anthrocon needs to move because it is right around July 4th. And for those that, you know, aren't in the US, that is major holiday in the US. And thus, prices, whoop, right up the bumhole.
But I like it going up the bumhole.
Yeah, but this isn't the fun kind.
This isn't the good kind of going up the bunghole.
If you say so. I mean, coming out the bumhole's generally bad.
Yeah, that's true, Lightpaw. That's very true. But, yeah. Back to TFF. So there was a TF meet and greet that I tried to go to. They had no idea what they were doing. Literally, the room, it was supposed to be a meet and greet, so, you know, the standard thing with a meet and greet is people are, you know, mingling and talking with each other and stuff. But this one, they had it set up like there was going to be a lecture with, you know, all the chairs and rows going all the way back. Hello there, Viv. And it's like, are you doing a presentation or are you doing a meet and greet? What is it?
None of the above.
Yeah. It was just an awkward thing, and the room was packed, and I just was like, yeah, I gave it like 10 minutes and decided I'm out. Bye. So yeah, I'm generally not going to bother trying to go to panels at a FurCon anymore. Maybe one or two, but yeah. Go ahead.
I went to one, I think, the first time I went to FWA, and then ceased to bother.
Live
Yeah,
to the
like
bone
I've said
Enjoy
before, that
months
was
of
kind of
bonnets
my
at the excavation
normal
site of the
thing,
legendary
is I go
Spear of
to,
Ultimate Power.
I normally go to cons outside of FurCons, specifically for panels and such. But yeah, not FurCons. They're not very good at it. There's a few gems. I've heard about a few gems, but not all the
The
time.
3 I went to were gyms, I would say.
Yeah, I heard that the History of Dr. Pepper one was
That one was off
thing.
the chain, yes. That presenter was on fire for Dr. Pepper.
Seems we've lost Monty. For
Why don't you
now.
share more about that? I never really did hear a
Newfound
whole lot about
powers
what happened
interrupted
with
the
that,
signal.
except for it was
We'll try to
crazy.
rejoin him straight after this.
I mean, it was legit. The history, he did go into the history of Dr. Pepper, where it came from, how it started, and the war it had with Coca-Cola. And, but he presented it like he was, like Dr. Pepper was a cult and he was the cult leader. It's like, are you a pepper? Are you a pepper? We're gonna drop kick Coke right in the gut. It was great. And then I went to fursuit making 101 and 102. And I learned quite a bit about what goes into actually making a fursuit. And know that the cost of one is mostly in the supplies.
Yeah. But that's also just the case with all furry artists.
Yeah.
If they were... Really? I'm still dealing with the first negative event. But yeah, most furry artists are kind of charged way less than they should for their actual work. Oh, thank you, Vari. Well,
Vari
thanks,
do?
Iso. Vari did a nice thing.
But those 3 were the only 3 I went to, and then the rest of the time I was either hanging with y'all or playing mahjong.
Well, Vari has alerted me to a plan involving you, me, him, and FWA. So prepare yourself.
Oh dear.
Yes, I'm excited for a good burger.
Good.
Attention, there are currently insufficient donation stands. This may lead to insufficient donations.
Let's see. So another thing is we have decided that if I get sick, then it is because Ren decided to drink from my water at the restaurant. And if I don't get sick, then it is confirmation that us all getting sick at MFF was because Ren stole the blankets.
Sounds legit.
So either way, it's Ren's fault.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Guests are reminded that we are
Haha,
monitoring
Ren.
the exhibits. You just happen to be on camera.
But yeah, in general, like, definitely the food that I got while I was there was really good. I really enjoyed that. Whataburger, I did, of course, go to Whataburger, because, you know, apparently it is a big thing. I did not care for the actual Whataburger. It was, That said, that patty melt that they had, oh, that was really freaking good.
I assume Whataburger is like a restaurant of some description.
It's a fast food chain, yeah. It's mostly in the South. I will say that their fries are definitely very, very average. But at least with that Swiss melt thing that I had, I would put them top tier out of fast food restaurants.
The Tex-Mex place we went to was really, really good too.
Oh, that was so good. I had no idea what to expect with Tex-Mex, and they were like, you have to get Tex-Mex. So we go to this restaurant. First off, the restaurant itself had really nice decor. Like, there was this garage door setup and stuff. It was really nicely decorated and everything. I liked it. The music was too loud.
It was awesome. It was also right across the street from this park that had a huge eye statue in it. Like, it was painted like a human eyeball. And Rex was, like, perplexed by it.
Perplexed is a word. Creeped out would be a better word, I think.
It's looking at me is all I can think of saying.
I just wanted... I think I was more perplexed. I was just like, why does this exist? And yes, Geeman, yeah, it was just this massive eyeball. Just there.
I mean, I'm surprised
reason.
people didn't start talking about hiding the ring.
It wasn't. This eyeball wasn't on fire though, so we didn't have to worry about that.
Fair, but it sounds like it still had piercing gaze that saw into your soul.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Especially Rex's soul.
Yeah, Rex really did not like that. But yeah, I sat down at the restaurant and I was looking at the menu.
Stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
Nice, Spaz. So yeah, I sat down with the menu at the restaurant and I'm just looking through it like, okay, no Tex-Mex, no Tex-Mex, no Tex-Mex, no Tex-Mex. Raijin, I thought we were here for Tex-Mex. What is the Tex-Mex? And apparently Tex-Mex is a variety of food. I did not know that.
Sounds like a lie.
Isn't Tex-Mex Texan-Mexican hybrid?
Apparently so. I was expecting like some kind of like Mexican chili or something.
I'm not even an American and I knew that.
I was oblivious on that one. We did not go to a Buc-ee's. However, I do have a story about Buc-ee's. So, I forgot to eat last Wednesday. I was kind of busy doing taxes. And just kind of went to bed and forgot altogether to eat. Did not eat before I left to go to, on my flight and stuff. And I arrive and Ren is there to pick me up. And he grabbed some sandwiches for Rex and I from Buc-ee's. And would not let us eat them. So I'm sitting there.
He was like...
starving. With 3 sandwiches in my lap. Not being allowed to eat them. Meanwhile, Red over there is just beating on his fucking steering wheel constantly because, we're teasing him over it all. And, yeah. Apparently we're allowed to punch the window out of his car, but we're not allowed to eat in the car. Well, of course, I teased the hell out of him, Candy. Zolette, what I have heard about Buc-ee's is apparently not that.
Yeah, but Buc-ee's is definitely an experience to behold.
No, I was...
A shame y'all weren't able to go, actually in there.
Yeah. All I know is that everybody has told me that I need to go into a bathroom at Buc-ee's.
Yes.
Like, literally, I mentioned Buc-ee's. We mentioned Buc-ee's to with some other person there. And even they were just like, oh, their bathrooms are amazing. I'm like, what the hell is up with these bathrooms at Buc-ee's?
We'll have to find out.
And we didn't get to go.
This is where I go to
woke up
Google.
so late.
Bathrooms in Buc-ee's.
Let's see, Buc-ee's is primarily only in Texas. There are a few orphans out in other states, but most are in Texas.
Holistics took roughly
I
20
see.
of the most expensive ingredients on the market. And
That's why
hey,
people like the
what's not to like?
restrooms.
With that
CJ,
many ingredients, it's bound
sorry,
to be
Dux, I am the same way. I cannot handle the sounds of somebody eating. I can, no, do not do that around
It's
me.
a holistics lifestyle.
Nom nom.
But even still, like, Ren had music going. There was the sounds of traffic. The problem was not him hearing us eating. Okay, so we want to talk about the cleanliness of the car, huh? There was a half-drink Mr. Pibb in that car that had been there for God knows how long. There are CDs in there, and he doesn't even have a CD player. And he made them when he was like 17, and they have just been traveling from car to car to car to car, even though he hasn't had a CD player in his car forever.
And this, it's not like 1, 2, or even 3 CDs. This is like stacks of CDs.
Yes.
Like he put them in the back of his car, and they were just shuffling around back there. I was like, because when we went to Whataburger, we went in his car, and on our way to get y'all, I sat in the back because I knew you were gonna sit in the front. And he took a turn, and I just hear a whole bunch of stuff clattering back there. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, those are just the CDs." I was like, "CDs."
Well,
like, yeah,
apparently,
got the whole spiel.
Apparently, when Raijin visited him a couple months ago, they were in the passenger seat. And then after Raijin was there, they moved to the back seat. And then after Rex and I and Raijin were, going from the airport to the con, he then moved them to the back of his car. But yeah, you cannot claim that the car is clean and nice when you got all of that garbage in there. I know there was a tiny water bottle in the back of his car. There was just this pile of stuff in the back of his car. I don't even know what it was. But he could have let us eat those sandwiches, and I was so hungry.
Honestly, when I used to drive, I used to not let people eat in my car, not because of the mess, but because I'm very sensitive to odors, and people eating in the car used to, like, annoy the heck out of me with the smell.
Weird.
You remain crime-free.
I mean, my housemate cooks yummy food while I'm sleeping, and I get up and yell at them.
Also, I am really disappointed that this subject came up now because I really wanted Ren to be here for all of this.
Did he at least offer you some Renergy drink?
No.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. But yeah, there's overall, I honestly spend most of my time just vibing at the con, just sitting outside the convention, vaping, and I had a good time. I've realized I'm not really a very... So what it is that I think I kind of wind up doing at going to these conventions is it is a matter of I go into vacation mode, which means I sit there and do nothing, apparently.
On the plus side, whenever we needed to find you, we knew exactly where to go.
True.
The only person we could never find was Werny.
Werny was always off somewhere, getting fucked up. Yes, I suppose, I suppose I can go ahead and at least add a couple of the quotes. So we had, so Werny kept going to this one particular room party, and every night they had a jug of, I think he called it jungle juice. But they would just write a different name on the side of it. They started with Steve. Huh?
Jungle juice like the drink, or jungle juice like the vape flavor, or jungle juice like the stuff that you inhale?
The drink.
Okay.
Big alcoholic mixture. But they started with Steve, then went to Alex. They had Herobrine. You know, going through Minecraft characters. And Rex just wanted to get smashed at the con at least once, apparently, and
millennia ago,
he was getting teased by Werny with that.
Now they're back, and this time they need our help. Incontinence, confusion, and an unwavering
so there's one of the quotes. Rex was kind of doing one of his rants against Werny about Werny mentioning all the alcohol that he kept getting, and Rex wanting some but not being able to get it.
Senile aliens.
Even though we had it. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Demon. I forgot to add the ad. Like I said, I apparently go away for a couple of days and completely forget how to stream.
Hey, Ren.
I see you, Ren.
Ah, there's the culprit.
What happened now?
Oh, I was just sharing about your car and how we can smash out a window, but we're not allowed to eat in it.
I just don't like people eating my car. I don't even do it myself.
And yet you had a Mr. Pibb in there that was half drink.
That was a drink. That's not eating. There's a difference.
Mr. Pibb is not a drink. It is a crime against drinks.
Yeah, kind of accurate, to be honest. Of all the things you could drink, you picked Mr. Pibb. God.
Look,
Mr. Pibb.
look.
The go-to when Pepper's rates are too high. I think
Look.
that's what I said.
Look, I love Pib. I loved Pib. The flavor is not there anymore.
Flavor was never there!
It was to me!
Oh my god.
Glad you didn't go to the history of Dr. Pepper panel. With
Why?
That.
And yes, Old Pal, exactly. Ren was drinking my water.
God freaking! Why am I doing this?
I mean, honestly, y'all are arguing over pepper soda. It's all gross. I can feel the hatred.
I mean, fair. I don't drink soda myself, so... I have no need. I have evolved beyond caffeine.
So, yeah, like I was saying, Rex was ranting about how, no, the blankets were not stolen. So if I get sick this time, it is because Ren drank from my water. And if I don't get sick, then it is confirmation that him stealing the blankets at MFF was indeed what got us all sick.
So either way, I lose!
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to being a bottom.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
But yeah, there was the Minecraft character Jungle Juice. During that conversation and stuff, I asked Rex to fill up my water bottle again because we were going to go to the rave. And he made this lovely comment. If you watch the recording, Rex said, "You have drank a lot of water. You have drank more water than I have alcohol." Because apparently that is a bad thing. I guess I should have been drinking a hell of a lot more alcohol.
Rex just wanted to get tore up from the floor up. Rex should have just crashed that room party that Warney kept going to.
Well, apparently he did, but that's a whole other thing. I drank a lot of water while I was at that convention, which is what you're supposed to do. We also have this, this quote. You know, the "I don't want to play with you anymore" from Ren in regards to Weasel. This is according to Rex, though.
Yeah, I didn't say that. Rex did. I did not say that.
Ren does not want to be a Weasel anymore. Ren hates Weasels now.
No! That did not say that! I didn't say that!
It is all about the Renamon, but Renamon cannot be cute.
Ren broken. Callie.
Yes, Cotton 4K.
Weak.
I am weak! What do you expect from me?
So, during this whole interaction, I was just sitting there on my phone, typing up notes of all these things that Rex was saying in particular, because he was just, quote, gold that Sunday night.
Yes, it was Sunday night, yeah.
And,
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Jimond_ has turned Ren into a Weasel. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
I was just about to ask him a question there, Geemond. So we're going to put a pause on that.
Okay.
When did Rex say that? What was Rex saying that he's selective seeing regarding?
When?
No, I know when. I'm asking what it was in regards to.
Oh, that I don't remember exactly. I think it was something about color?
Well, yes, he had said that he was colorblind and that he's selective seeing. Oh yeah, I asked him to put the... So, I asked him to put my water bottle in the backpack, and it was in his hand. And he could not find it. And,
oh boy.
Himbo.
Yeah. That's a himbo moment.
Selective seeing.
God, I wish I had been thinking of it. I know when we landed at the airport, there was something that Rex said. Oh, right. It wasn't that he said something. So, his suitcase that he brought has a little zipper. It's kind of a duffel bag setup. And it's got wheels. And the handle for the wheelie part has a little zipper thing so you can zip it up and, you know, protect the handle and stuff. I walked away a little bit after Rex went up to grab his bag, and I'm just sitting there looking at him like, what are you doing, Rex? As he is pulling his duffel bag by the actual, you know, the handle on the bag, and bent halfway over to try and use the wheels instead of just actually carrying it. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And he says, oh, they broke the handle. It must have broken off. And he's gesturing at the top of the bag. And I'm just like, okay. Where are the holes for the handles? You know that there would be holes if it were broken off. You know, there's this little zipper right here, Rex. You know. This
oh no!
Just undo the zipper, and there's the handle.
Oh, poor Rex.
Oof.
So, yeah, anyways, back to all these quotes. I was just sitting there on my phone, you know, typing up all the things he was saying, and Ren had started seeing them and was laughing at them, because I was doing it in the group chat we're all in, and he started getting upset about that, and at one point he said, as long as there's a lull in it, I am being non-consensually quoted. Then he went on to say, no, I mean, as long as there's a lull in it, it's okay to non-consent.
Jesus.
For the record, everyone, I do not agree with the opinion of the raptor on that matter. Consent is important.
He has concern.
Somebody hit him with a stick.
Bad Ren. No, not Ren. Rex.
I'm about to say, like, I
Sorry.
didn't do that.
So, yeah, there you go. There's that quote.
He's going on a rampage of good quotes.
A little bit later, his tail fell off.
Oh, well, I don't remember this part.
Yeah, this was after we left the room.
Okay.
His tail fell off. And before he realized that the tail had fallen off... Or no, it was when he had realized the tail had fallen off. And he's like, he says, I just need a butt plug. Can you put this back in?
So that's why it was quoted.
I was wondering what the context was for that. I was like, what?
What the heck?
When I saw that plop into the group chat, I'm like, what?
They were two separate things, two separate discussion points that he unfortunately combined together into one thing.
Nice choice of words, right?
That is unfortunate.
Oh my god!
Because he looked at me and asked me if I could put the tail back on, you know, put the chain back in on the tail for him.
This reminds me of my only tail.
I was so worried for Rex. Like, what am I missing now?
And one more quote that we have here. We were on the top floor, the top accessible floor to us.
Oh.
And we realized that one of the elevators up there had an up button. And we were wondering, okay, what's above this? It's only one of the elevators here that can go even further up. Whitney had said there's apparently another floor. Rex's response, yeah, it's the ceiling. I mean the roof. Don't quote that. So of course you all know exactly what I had to do.
Yep. When I saw that quote, like, well, that's another Rex moment.
I mean, you'd be disappointed if that quote didn't, if that wasn't quoted.
Certified Rex moment.
Yep.
Pretty much. There were a lot of those.
Like, why did this all just starting to happen on Sunday all of a sudden?
I mean, I would have imagined the floor above would have been the penthouse.
No, the 38th floor was actually the tallest floor of the place.
No, there are floors above it.
Oh, okay. I was wrong then.
It's just the top floor that is actually accessible to the public.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. But, yeah. I know I got invited to a room party at one point. And my social anxiety made me nope out of there so fast. Kind of kicked myself in the butt over that one, because it's like, I really should have tried, but I didn't know anybody there except for one person, and they were doing a drinking game, and I don't generally,
Do that?
I don't know alcoholic drinks much. I don't mind drinking. It's just if I'm going to drink something, I want something that tastes good. And, I had nobody there to guide me on what would actually be something that tastes good, and yeah. Yeah, Geeman, yeah. The social anxiety was very paralyzing for me, and I just was like, well, I just got a message, I gotta go, see you guys. And I kind of ran. Yes, I did, Lyra. Yes, I did. Well, Lightpaw, the vibe checks were good. It was just, I was not going to be involved on the... I was not comfortable. That's not quite the right word. I don't know the right word for it, but it wasn't the kind of situation where I felt like I would be comfortable.
Too many spoons.
Yeah, it was like... I would have enjoyed getting involved in the drinking game. But if all they were... If I had, like, the cookies and cream moonshine thing that Raijin brought, which was fucking delicious. Holy crap, I love that. I want more. But if I had that for my drink for the drinking game, I think I could have sat down and enjoyed it. But yeah. It Plus, my courteous side was like, well, I mean, I got invited here, but I didn't pay anything for all that alcohol, and I know how much alcohol costs, and those kinds of concerns there. Still did not like that I let that get the better of me, but the social anxiety get the better of me there, but oh well. I know, Era! I realize this. As for you throwing a, so, Era, it would be different if you were throwing the room party, because I would probably be there at the start. I think if I were already there when it was starting, it would have been much better. But I came in, like, halfway through all of them doing all the stuff that they were doing there. And so that made it more awkward. Lightpaw, I don't know if I can actually get drunk.
That sounds like a challenge.
Well, I am half Irish and half German.
You can definitely get drunk.
You can definitely get drunk.
I probably can. I just know that my mom mixes some insane drinks, as I have been told. Like her Long Island iced tea, I will just sit there and drink it, just chug it all night long. And that stuff, the alcohol mixture for that ate through a 2-liter bottle in a week. I don't know what she puts in it. I know I had one friend that took a sip of it and was like, yep, I am not driving.
Well, proper Long Island iced tea has something like 7 shots in it.
Yeah. And
but a lot of bars don't make it properly because it's so high content.
It's more than 7? I don't know what it is, but I know my mom, by many reports, makes a really damn good Long Island iced tea. And she and I you know, just down that like it's water.
A good Long Island iced tea is like all spirits with like a touch of Coke for color. And it's delicious.
Yeah, I put down a lot of those. I really enjoy it. Uh-oh. So Era has sent me the recipe. 3/4 ounce vodka. Okay, 3/4 ounce of all of this. Vodka, white rum, silver tequila, gin, triple sec, simple syrup, lemon juice freshly squeezed, cola to top, and a garnish with a lemon wedge.
Yep.
Raijin!
Hi, Raijin.
Well, no, I didn't chug the cookies and cream, Raijin, because I wanted to savor that one.
A good one to pick to savor.
That one really tasted good. Better than the Long Island. As long as it tastes good, Era. I am curious to see what it's like. I just know that I have not even gotten tipsy before.
What's it like to be drunk? Everything kind of feels a little bit numb, and then everything starts to feel a little bit complicated, and then everything starts to be very funny, and then everything starts to be very sad.
That is quite the thing.
The trick is knowing when to stop before you hit the everything gets sad mark.
Also, Raijin, you want to come join Voice and share what you thought of TFF?
I don't necessarily feel like everything's getting wobbly, but I feel like my legs aren't as responsive because they're getting numb.
What happened? Sorry, I had to step away.
Oh, I just asked Raijin if he wanted to join and share his thoughts on TFF. Pet the Wren. Hey, Dunbra! I specifically waited.
Lamau.
It went very well done, Brian. It went very well.
Joke.
I had a really good time with it. We're gonna reduce
I
cost.
hadn't even gotten to my car
Date from
as I
Marten.
was leaving, and I was already missing y'all. I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go back home.
I understand fully.
Oh, trust
He-
me. It
Good old PCD.
it hit me really hard after I drop off Raijin.
And then I had plenty of time to stew in it as I was stuck in construction traffic because all the construction on 30 in Texas is on the eastbound lanes leaving Dallas. I
Aw.
was like, whoa, man.
Frostusky does ask a very important question, though.
Hmm?
Look in the chat room.
I just landed in a car, okay?
You know what you should do?
What?
Go out there, bring those CDs in, and find them a home in your apartment.
No, they're gonna leave in my car. They're fine there.
But they'll never get listened to.
You'll
They're not
be
fulfilling their
lucky
life's
if they
purpose.
even work anymore. They've been in your car for years
And
in the hot Texas heat.
they're fine. They're completely fine.
I don't think I'd call any part of that fine, but you do you, boo boo.
Sit, boo boo, sit.
Look.
Yes, they
Probably
are
good.
actually his mixtape, CJ. He burned all of them himself. And he also, went on and got art and, put that on the CDs. Like there was one, it was a sketch of Ash turning into a Zoroark. I didn't see many of them, but that one, they were all homemade.
That is cool. You should put them in your house and put them on display.
You know what? That's a fair point, actually. I didn't really think about that.
Oh, really? So I tell you to go do it, and Merle tells you to go do it, and you just know. But then Kura...
It's that
So-
Aussie Briz, I guess.
Something I was going to hold off on bringing up, but since he's gonna be bratty... You guys know those moans we hear on stream?
Wow.
I've discovered what he's actually doing during them.
Oh no.
No! Please! Please! Do I have to use the word? Do I have to use the word?
I think it's too late for that. I think everybody knows already.
The ship has sailed.
No! Ah! Ah!
The sheer fear in his voice is absolutely delicious.
Stop drinking them!
I will say, he has clarified that not every time that he does that particular other activity that we cannot mention on Twitch, he does not always moan during it. Which means that he's doing that more often than just what we hear with the moaning. I love you, Ren.
Do you really, Master? Do
You chose to be
really?
bratty. I chose to respond accordingly.
He does have you there. Brats get what brats get.
Ah, there we go. Another moan. Though legit, guys, I will say, when the room is dark and he is sitting there moaning, doing his sleepy yawn moan thing that he does. It is not actually a moan, but it sounds like one. It is actually just him being sleepy. But it is fucking creepy when all the lights are off and all you're hearing is this. Ooh.
I mean, I can do it in a command.
It's like, okay, is the hotel room fucking haunted? What the hell?
No, it's just got this.
To me, like the hotel is hot and bothered in that situation.
No, it just has a dingus in it.
Yep, hot and bothered.
Guess I'll remind
It's not whatever. It's just when I'm feeling really relaxed, okay?
Ren,
Yes.
stop doing it on stream.
Very relaxed.
expedition is leaving now.
I'll try not to do it so often. Look.
Oh, we are
Before
looking at you, Ren. We are looking at you, Heyro.
Don't worry, I stopped.
Pyro! Anyways, look.
Wasn't it
We are
Roy?
looking. In fact, we took you to a statue where you got looked at.
Anyways, before I met you, all of you, and since I was living by myself, not really wanting to voice out of anyone, I've been doing that my entire lonesome life. And nobody told me this moaning at all.
Skill issue.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. When I walked into the room at one point, I walked into the hotel room and the door to the bathroom just slammed shut right next to me.
Ah,
Wow.
classic. He forgot.
Yes, he left the bathroom door open. And what's even better, he forgot to take his clothes into the bathroom with him.
Oh no.
Classic.
My question is considering who you're sharing the room with, why did you matter if the door was left open?
Well, it's a
Also,
courtesy to
okay.
others. Luckily, I was the only one there.
Didn't sound like he was being that courteous with all that moaning he was doing.
I just want to just crawl and just hide.
I mean, hey, you're in here now. There's no escape.
Can I escape, Master?
No.
Hold up, this reminds me, there is a quote from Ren. An actual one.
It's not just him making bottom noises?
Correct. It's a little long-winded of one. So, after I was discussing with him how, you know, what his moaning is meaning on stream and such, you know, what we know he's actually doing over there, whenever we hear those moans, he's getting really embarrassed and stuff. He asks me as Asher to revitalize him. So I order him to go run around the hotel. Then he starts doing the moaning thing again. And his hand is in a particular location. You know the location. And he begins to plead with me as the god of death. Not to share that and stuff, and not to keep teasing him and all that stuff, and of course not to make him run around the hotel. Then he says that he is going to die of embarrassment. I say, no you won't. And he looks at me and asks, how do you know? To which I replied, really? You were asking for the god of death here. His response, and?
Did you just like lose all your brain cells for like 5 minutes there? Like,
Yes!
what's going on?
I was tired, okay? I
Not an
was
excuse.
eepy.
Not an
Limbo
excuse.
mode activate.
So I'm just sitting here. I was just sitting there staring at him. Gee, I wonder how the god of death would know how you die. I don't
Yes.
say anything, though.
Seems
I
like
just
he has
stare
come
at him.
across with a case of not dead.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there, though, staring at him. And it finally clicks for him, like, 2 minutes later.
And then he got super embarrassed again, didn't he?
No. I literally saw the surprised Pikachu face on his face. Literally, that was the expression I got from him.
Surprised Renamon face.
Followed by him screaming into a pillow.
Yep,
I can practically hear it.
Just ah. Anyway. Very funny.
Hi, Guru! Oh, right.
And
Guru, I need to add you to...
Almost died.
Era? I just noticed the staff lounge. You still listening, Era? Cause, you're one of the ones who handles bands there, Era.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Things and stuff. And some more things.
No, you're not getting banned, Guru. But yes, we did, Oh, I'm just saying, you know, you could just ban them from the Discord, period, Era. But yeah, do leave the tickets open when they're reported for Dunbrine or somebody to go report them. But,
Go ahead, Ido. Go ahead. I'm just being a dramatic Renamon right now.
But anyways, Guru, you, did get the Part 4 Piercing the Veil Scar, our new Star Wars campaign.
Oh, congratulations!
Oh, congratulations, Guru.
Nice.
There were several really great auditions. Then there was Mala, who put me to sleep. I know it wasn't.
Too bad he's already gone to bed. Otherwise, it would have been even funnier.
Oh, I know.
Oh no, Mala acknowledges himself that he botched his audition. He has gone on record saying that.
Yeah.
Alright, Jen, I know. I'll try. And fail, but try.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
great.
Raijin. You are correct. Ren, go get a pillow. Now.
Yes, master.
Good boy.
Does he have to bite down on it?
No, we have decided that he needs to start keeping a pillow next to his desk to scream into when he needs to scream.
That way it's not blowing our ears out in the voice chat.
Yes, and it's not, getting noise complaints from his neighbors, which I am surprised has not happened already.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hello, Bottom.
Have you turned the light on, Ren? Or are you sitting in the dark?
What do you think?
You're sitting in the dark.
Yep.
Ren, go turn on your light.
No, Master.
It is good for your eyes for there to be other light aside from just your monitor.
I see light from the outside.
It's dark.
Not dark enough.
Red?
Ren, street lamps don't count.
They do not. Turn on a goddamn light.
They're expensive.
Should buy you a desk
They
lamp.
are not
What do you-
expensive.
What
Someone
kind
get
of
this
fucking
guy.
lights do you have if for them to be anything approaching expensive? Wait, what do you have? Some sort of RGB fucking goddamn made out of crystal geode light or something?
No.
Then it's not expensive.
I'll get this boy some energy efficient bulbs.
I'm gonna give him an energy efficient ass whooping if he keeps that up. That's the dumb.
No, Era.
Can I smack him with a
a
pillow?
It costs a few dollars a year! And yes, you may smack him with a pillow. You can also smack him with that tail blade of yours.
Wait, no! No! I want to live!
Haha! Die!
One
And
measly
almost
little
out of
light
time. Good
is
news,
not
we've
going to
managed
make
get
that
Monty
much of a
back on the
dent
line.
in your electric bill.
Monty,
You're not even
how's it
gonna
going
notice
against
it
the
on your
security
electric
team?
bill.
Oh, I will notice it.
No, you won't.
Compared to your washer and dryer, your refrigerator, when it
Your
gets too
computer.
hot out there,
You
your
spin,
AC,
Does his AC even work?
it's
Yes.
a drop in the bucket. So turn on a light.
Well,
It doesn't even have to,
there you
like I
have
said,
it,
just
the
the
sphere of
one room
alternate
that you're
power.
in.
Perhaps
And then
not
when you
quite
leave
the
that room,
all-powerful
turn the
weapon
light
some
off.
claimed it to be.
I only have one
That's all
room.
for today. I've
Rather
been
than
Okay, so
studio.
turn the light
Do you
on.
live in a Do you live in a shed?
No.
This should stop
Then how do you only have one room?
unless you're a thief.
Studio.
Studio.
You can keep going.
So you live in a shed.
That's not a shed.
Technically,
It
from
is
what I've
legitimately
heard,
just a large shed.
he actually lives in a hotel room that's been remodeled into being an apartment.
Well, that is basically
So
what the studio is.
It's still basically a shed. You are renting
Yes.
a king shed room. Nice. You live in
So
a storage
turn the
compartment.
dang light on.
Wait, he lives in the PC box.
Would not surprise me.
Well, considering his roles in performance and combat, yeah, that's probably a good spot for him.
Ah, come on!
No thank you, I'm too tired.
No, that's a...
Hey, it is better than the
Good
pillow.
boy, you used the pillow! I'm so proud of you.
I'm sure he got plenty of practice at the con.
Yes, he did. There were so many times where he was screaming.
Ren, don't do that on stream.
Your
Yeah,
reminder
please
of the
don't.
historic
Like,
period was absolutely ages.
this is my only source of income here, Ren.
Monka TOS.
If I lose this, you know, it's over for me. So, could
You wouldn't leave
do
him
your
destitute now, would you? Jobless, destitute, homeless.
part? I would die.
Betrayed by his very own pet.
Departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
I mean, usually getting kicked out of your homes is due to pets.
That's on brand for Ren, then.
And, Dunbrine, as far as the blanket situation goes, no, Ren did not steal any blankets this year. Or at TFF.
Nice.
And as such, we have figured out that if I do not get sick, It was because he stole the blankets at MFF that we all got sick at MFF. However, if I do get sick, it is because he drank from my water at the restaurant. You know, I was very much trying to hydrate myself, but apparently he decided he needed my water more, even though he had his own right there.
Yeah, that still had plenty in there too. We
hell
all
of a lot
looked at him and was like, Ren.
I just grabbed the wrong drink. That's all. I made a mistake. I just.
Before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
But Ren, didn't you know mistakes are illegal?
Izo!
Announcement of
Only a half hour of bullying Ren because he only got here a half hour ago.
Yeah, the other
We
half
could-
hour was talking TFF.
Don't worry, Izo. We can make this to an hour easy.
Please don't. I beg.
Too late.
Oh man, the amount of times we teased him at that convention. Oh, it was so great.
His sleeves. Failing to grab his sleeves. Okay, there you go. Got it. But I had it, and then I didn't.
Yes, Guru. I actually had a very good time at this convention.
Excellent. Where did my other cards go? Holy crap. There's 3 of them.
Oh, wait. I wanted to train that one. You.
Oh my, that is, Raijin has a point.
the plants are not talking to you.
Ooh.
Talking to each
Oh, you are right at Raijin. What is with my pets trying to assassinate my boyfriend? Are you really that jealous of him, Ren? You know there's plenty of love to go around here. What the fuck? Hi. So, it has been confirmed that Ren also attempted assassination on Raijin. Yes.
Well, he did order like shrimp tacos when we ate.
See, that's literally what we were talking about. And he was drinking from others' waters.
That is true, and I woke up without any blankets. I don't know who it was. I'm gonna get out of here because them can.
You mean the food things like you just grabbing a raw hot dog from the fridge and eating it as is, Holo?
No.
Love ya.
I heard that shut up from very far away.
Oh.
Well, then you brought it up.
I didn't bring up shit. I left it vague.
That is well. I'm too used to it. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I found out I'm Lily Garrett and also Chicken Jockey. Chicken Jockey.
Huh?
So, Rex and Holo went to see the Minecraft movie.
Ah.
I declined because I could not stomach doing that with finances where they're at. Even
I
though
was
Holo was
couldn't
offering.
stomach doing that to Minecraft.
I have a morbid curiosity with that movie. I am expecting it to be complete and total garbage. And I want to see just how garbage it is. But I will watch it when it is free on some service, you know?
I am not going to go watch it.
I will not
know-
watch it where it costs me money. Or anyone money for me to watch it.
Exactly.
Well, you
See,
know.
meanwhile, here I am. The only movie I'm planning to see is the next Godzilla movie that has been announced. It's going to be a sequel to Godzilla -1.
I need to watch some Godzilla movies.
Godzilla movies are great.
I should too, actually.
Do like some kaiju movies.
Kaiju movies are in general are great, yeah. Where did... God. Well, that's kind of... One of my cards is missing.
Ren, what did you do with the card?
No, it wasn't. No, it actually wasn't Ren. So I have these sleeves that are extremely good for shuffling cards without getting stuck on each other. The issue is that if I try to grab them without like actually making sure I have a firm grip, they go fucking flying out of my hands.
Oh,
We are building an
So a few of them kind of like exploded out of my hand when I was trying to pull them out the box, and now I can't find one of them.
60 months, 5 years. Razim Peak.
sorry. You were getting drowned out a bit by the Lightning Dragon. Thank you so much for that resub. And holy crap. 5 years of support. Thank you so much.
Oh.
And
Hey,
somehow
found a dragon
you
card, though.
are not a founder. Oh, really? Of course. Of course. I get a fossil, and it's got the trait of boring. This is a giant snake skeleton! That is not boring!
How is a fossil boring?
I don't know. But I will sell it and get a new one.
I know you can get a fossil by boring.
Eh.
Isn't geology humor just great?
Alright, well, I know I have a spare green sleeve that I can use, so... I was taking this deck apart anyway, I guess I didn't do that. Hopefully it was not important.
Pet the Ren.
I will cry if it was an important card that I love.
Thank you, Master.
Immediately moans.
So,
What'd you
about
expect
the
from him?
other thing that Ren did.
Oh boy.
I don't have anything else, just wanted him to panic for a moment.
Oh, I'm actually getting too tired, actually, right now.
He's
We can fix it.
defeated now.
We can fix that, don't worry.
Ships. Silently delicious.
Okay.
Staff requires medical attention. Not
I
this
probably
again.
shouldn't have already said this.
Announcement. Exhaustive expeditions may be exhausting. Do not worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here.
Oh my god, Henry! Hello there. How you doing? Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, where the hell is my assistant that's supposed to be doing the marketing?
Sorry.
They might be. That is a distinct possibility. Why are you working in the cafe? There. While you're at it, go get training in marketing again.
Time to spend the next hour and a half of my night unsleeving and sleeving cards.
You know what?
And then I will go to bed.
Sure.
Take cards out of that. That sounds like a pretty fun night.
Please consider donating yourself to the museum.
Sleeving and unsleeving.
Yep.
What's gonna go on for tomorrow, Master?
Well, tomorrow I was thinking we would play some games with primary focus of teasing Ren.
Sounds like a plan.
Please, I beg, I beg.
Yeah, I've heard you beg the god of death before.
Kinda.
Jimond_ has turned Ren into a weasel. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
I'll let that one go through.
Breezel, Breezel, Breezel.
Get weasel fight.
Breezel, Breezel, though. Breezel.
Well, I am worn out from the drive, so I am going to go crash.
Sleep well.
Breezel.
Thanks for joining.
Good night. Of
Good
course, I'll be back tomorrow.
Breathe night, Breezel.
Oh, he broke it. Now he has to be a weasel for another hour. There's a Rex!
Hey, Master. What's up? Oh, you just got splashed with orange as soon as I walked in.
You know, that actually...
Hey.
So there's one more very important thing that I gotta share. So we went to a pup play panel. Or not really panel, but, you know...
Why are you gonna start
a
with
spot
that?
with... well, I mean, I already shared all those quotes that I took of you and that whole thing. But
oh my god, yeah.
we went. Rex wanted to go to this pup play thing. You know, they had a bunch of pups. You know, the pup hoods and all that. And
So
they
literally,
were
I'm
being
just there, and
dogs. Hey, don't.
I didn't want to jump in.
Quiet.
I felt like.
Quiet.
Oh, you're in master mode, I see. Okay, go ahead, hon.
So he was sitting there. I could see that he wanted to go play with the other pups, the other dogs and stuff, and he just wouldn't let himself go do so. And so I took his tennis ball that I brought with me out of the backpack, gave it a squeak, and threw it into the middle of all of them.
He could have he literally could have had another pup got my tennis ball, so it kind of put me in the puppy brain mode, and I went and fetched it and joined them on the mat. It was actually really cool. They had it organized. There was pup toys everywhere. They had a lot of people going full puppy mode, rolling over, batting. There was a couple of masters that stayed and were actually like pet belly rubbing and throwing and fetching. It was awesome. They actually had treats. They brought us pizza after like an hour or two. The person who was running it brought all the pups pizza. And it was kind of chill. You can like either be on the mat or leave the mat and just talk and mingle with all the other pups with their pup hoods or not. It was a good time. First time ever going to like a puppy meetup. And thank you for you know, taking my leash off and letting me go play and have fun over with the pups during the convention. It was on the 38th floor. It was really nice. First ever furry convention. But yeah, by the way, hi! I came in because y'all were talking about TFF stuff. Did you tell him the story about the very first time we were in the elevator and you took out? Well, you didn't even take it out. There was just a random dude who was like, literally like, I think he complimented my hoodie, and then he asked like, "Does anybody have a tennis ball?" And you, sure enough, like, "Oh, I have one." Took it out out of your backpack and gave it to him.
They were the first too. They were very happy to have a tennis ball for a little bit.
Gift shop requires an
They borrowed
assistant.
mine for a little bit. It's fine. I can share my tennis ball. I'm a sharing pup. Oh man. But yeah, that was a good time. What other stories have we went through already?
Well, I mean, even what I've already shared, go and share your own experiences, because it would be, I think people would like to see it from your perspective.
That was literally my very first like furry convention ever. But honestly, like, I gotta say, the vibes were wonderful. I've only been to like anime cons and comic cons. By the way, hi Garu, what's up? Hey Azo, hey Zo, hey ducks all around. What's up everybody? Literally, it was pretty dang awesome. Like, everybody was so dang friendly, and literally was just after a while just walking up and just, you know, high fives to selfies to hugs. And yeah, I played Werewolf, probably the best dang game of Werewolf ever. And I had my tail with me, and after a while, funny enough, the tail, because everything was being organized and whatnot, ended up being the who had the mic to talk. So we passed the tail around, and if you had the tail, you'd be able to talk for Werewolf. Very close game, by the way, of Werewolf. Holy crap! Oh, dude, it was freaking. I'm getting a knock on the door right now. Give me a moment.
Joke.
So yeah, but I'd say. Oh, hey, Marten. Also, late congrats, Scholar, for getting into piercing the veil. Ooh. On a random note, when it comes to dinos, I met a few dinos. What did I do?
Well, I already have fan art tonight.
I'm not surprised.
That was quick. Jeez.
It's a two-parter.
Really?
So, you know, you got Asher. You know me. I have returned, and the chat's response to me returning.
Okay, I'm waiting for the chat response. Abuse streamer. Get hit with everything. Aw. I mean, that's about how that works out every time. That is the law of streaming. That's how they show they love you. Like all the thing by the sombrero. That's how you show you love me. I've been had many balls thrown near my direction and possible new toys like the whip. I have a new like well, we met this awesome rope master dude who could like. Oh, okay, see. Oh, hey, it's Whiskers. We met this awesome rope master dude. There was a vape spot, and oh, you're getting popped. Literally, there's a Marten vaping zone that we always kept going to. So the rope master would end up like finding us, and we chatted with them. And eventually, we bought like a new squeaky toy / whip. That's a new toy of mine. It has the pan colors. But yeah, big fan of Has Been Hotel. Like it makes me want to go watch it right now. But what I was gonna say about the raptors and dinos, I actually met one in the tabletop lounge out of nowhere who was just giving everyone Cholula hot sauce. So I got that, and then I met them again in the freaking at Elevator Con, and they I noticed they had some Pop-Tarts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can have the Pop-Tarts too." So I got not only Cholula hot sauce, I got some random Pop-Tarts from a raptor in an elevator. Just some random stuff. Let's see. Oh, I see you're working on your dino museum. Heck yeah.
Oh, just working on the first museum that I started on here.
Security are operating in this area.
Flapodactyl skeleton. All right.
It's a
Please
bit
don't be
tense,
boring.
isn't it?
Jeez. We had someone that supposedly people know called Tobias waiting at a line. He was a squeaky dude. Freaking cute. Also met Majima from Yakuza as a pan. I believe they're a polar bear. He had the bat and the suede suit and everything. Pretty dope. And a giant Eevee that fell down, but it was a pratfall, so it's okay. They were fine.
It was a what fall?
They meant to fall down. They're just being silly. We were worried about them. Somebody walked up to check on them real quick, but like they were in one of those giant Eevee costumes. The one that like just like you see the big puffy Pikachus that like they have to waddle.
Wait, hold up. Did you just call it a Pikachu?
Yeah, like the big puffy Pikachu ones that they're all over the place. This one was an Eevee though. It was a big Eevee.
Pikachu.
Yes, just like the big Pikachus that you can see around a Pikachu, there was an Eevee version of that.
Are you trying to say
Eevee.
Pikachu?
Pikachu? Are y'all making fun of the way I talk? I lived in Texas for 20 years and no one made fun of the way I said Pikachu. Are you making fun of me?
Now you said it right.
Oh, Pika. Anyway. The game room was really awesome. I was gonna go to a Smash tournament, but I was late due to the elevator con by 2 minutes, so I didn't get to sign up for Smash. But I mean, instead I got to just chill out with Robles of Ether 2 and actually met the creator of this really awesome furry fighting game. It's on Mugen. I believe it's called like Heavy Hitters or something like that. I gotta look it up. They had his name's Kaze. Yeah, it's a fighting game engine. That's what he's making the game as a passion project. Yeah. Let's see. But his name is Kaze. He's making this really dope like kind of TF, inflation, all these other things fighting game. But it's made out of Marvel vs. Capcom kind of logic. It's really cool. But yeah. Let's see. Pikachu. Peek and Shoe. I didn't say that. That would have been really bad.
Some of them do bite.
What you did say were pretty bad, though.
I say a lot of words bad. That's probably not even the worst one.
I can't argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
I'm
okay,
back.
you're cute.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ren.
Thank
What
you.
about welcome?
So, as we were saying about Ren there, he's a good boy. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, yeah, you are.
How many times did you throw that tennis ball at me? Like, during
I did not throw it at you.
Dang, you are a stickler for words. Throw it for me to get it.
A lot. And yes, I am a stickler. I want to make sure that I am not being misrepresented.
He is a streamer. He doesn't want to get canceled on puppy Twitter. You know what I meant.
But did they?
I mean, they threw stuff at you when you first got here. It's out of love. I'm sure they'll understand. They know what I meant. He played fetch a lot during the con. I had to do a lot. I do a lot of puppying. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh, he tried to play chicken with me.
I still hear squeaking. Oh yeah, and I won. You didn't. You actually ended up going to the freaking grass and throwing it. So I did have to do it. I said, "Hey, go over there. If you go out in the park and throw the ball, I will go at it like 100%." He actually at first got he let it be a pet thing.
Hold
pet
up.
Duty to go do it.
Hold up.
Let me finish. You're cutting me off.
Well, yes, but you have left out a very important detail here, Rex. And that detail is
Yes.
that you told me if I threw it, you challenged me that I wouldn't actually throw it.
Yeah, then you cut me off and said, but you didn't say this, so it wasn't specific, but you just said just throw it, so...
You changed the
I'm
deal.
gonna let Ren... You changed the deal. Yeah, I tried to clarify and you did this too, you cut me off. But yeah, I was trying to clarify and say, I need you to go out there because I need some support. I'm not gonna go out and run into the thing without you being out there too and throwing it, because it's already gonna be embarrassing. But after Ren did it and threw my ball into the park and I went and got it, he did, after walking, go out into the park and throw it too. Which, I guess I did chase a tennis ball out in the park. Kind of.
In public.
This convention. In public, with the collar on, mind you. Puppy brain still very strong even after convention because of all this stuff. But it's a nice feel. Rex altered the deer. Pray he does not alter it further. Exactly. Oh, jeez. I still hear squeaks. I literally hear squeaks and go like in that direction. Get that.
Like what?
Like that squeak. That squeak that just happened.
What squeak?
Hey, squeak. Just like that bird that was tweeting. That doesn't exist apparently.
Exhaustive expedition.
Choo. There was a whistle happening that I swear was coming from somewhere. Might have been just puppy brain too. By the way, funny enough, after we were taking an escalator to get to watch Minecraft, and yeah, I still think about the tail. Every time Zim got on an escalator, he has the biggest tail now. It is hot as heck. It is lovely. It feels lovely. And it is a privilege to carry it up and down escalators. I can see people looking at it and just kind of like, smiling and be like, yeah.
What you want to do is point.
Rex was my tail guard.
In the direction of your
I was the tail guard. Every time I got off the elevator, I thumped it. I went thump and let it drop to the floor.
See, they're gonna start turning.
It drags across the floor. It's so big.
Saying, hey, where's this bear? Meanwhile,
I think it's about 6 feet long.
Works every time.
Oh yeah, it's big.
It is almost as tall as I am.
Stolen exhibit.
It is a potty pillow.
Retrieved from thieves.
It is nice.
No one takes our stuff.
Alright, we need more security guards. Except we are also losing money, which is a big problem.
Oh, I was looking for the email, but I don't think it's on Twitch. Telehug one. Oh no, there it goes. I'm gonna post that 15 times. Haha. Literally that.
Alright, we got one of you.
I was definitely guarding when they were outside. It stayed clean, actually.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing it ever had was a Starburst wrapper on it. I caught that real quick. There's apparently another... Oh my god, how many quotes got added? There's apparently another floor. Where any? Yeah, it's the ceiling. I mean the roof. Don't quote that. Mother...
Something wrong?
I caught myself, too!
Please join me in saying
The one night I was slightly...
Slightly. Never come back.
Hi, Gib Gab.
What's up, Gib Gab? Yo.
Oh, Gib Gab, would you like to join voice and yell at Ren? You're welcome to do so.
What have you been yelling about, yelling Ren about this time? I want to know so I don't, like, add something new that teases new embarrassment. I'll stay on the subject. I mean, Rex Crow 545 is interesting. What's Rex Crow 545? I just need a... Can you put this... The context for that is my tail by the way, that I don't have anymore because it kept falling off. That I got years ago at a convention that was an anime convention that had a very. It's literally just like the cheapest of keychains that was attached to my belt. So it kept falling off. So I made a joke about it, and that's where the quote came from. It was meant for a giggle because my tail kept coming out.
Will be shocked by
Yeah, the problem is I don't think we'd find a plug big enough to stay in.
Are you calling me a slut? Because I can take a lot.
I wouldn't put it past some companies. There can be some pretty big bobtail plugs.
Bad Dragon, wink, wink.
Square peg. Wink, wink.
This Rick's always chasing tail. I don't need to chase tail. I can just carry tail. I'm the tail guard. I tail guard the saber with tail. Oh, have a good night, Gauru. I understand. Oh my God, Doug's
Alright, see ya, Guru. I miss him already.
Hey, who I miss already? Oh, it's me. I miss everybody at the room. How you been over there, Ren? You back at the house already?
Yeah, I'm back at the house.
Okay, glad you. How you feeling? You tired? Nobody got the Concrete yet, right? Everybody good?
No, but I'm getting the post-con depression thing.
Not the expressy depression.
Yeah.
The PCD.
That won't happen until I think a day or two more. Then I'm gonna feel everything at once. I already started feeling my legs start giving out on me. I think it was the rave party, which I could talk about in possible length. It wasn't that crazy, but the rave was pretty fun. But I think it's gonna take a little bit. I'm still on the afterglow phase because first con, I'm just enjoying. I'm looking back and smiling at the good memories. I do miss y'all.
You don't always get post-con depression. Sometimes it is fun to just focus on the fun parts.
That is kind of me in a nutshell. I mean, look at me. I'm a literal 90s raptor. I am all about embracing the good moments of your past. That's how I get by. So it's going to take me at least a day or two before I start feeling I wish I could do this again. I'm just going to try to my best. We had some good... Ren, name a good memory we had. Come on. Name something that you enjoyed at the con. Go with that.
I actually really enjoy playing Mahjong with Raijin and Jericho.
That was really fun. We actually learned that. That's the first time I ever played it too.
Yeah, and Rex got very confused by the response to his first hand.
Dude, okay, so what happened on that first hand, unless you want to tell the story? That was crazy. It's like I had a fucking bomb in front of me. Okay, it's like I had a fucking bomb in front of me. So I get the first hand of Mahjong, right? It was like, okay, I sit down for the first time after just watching, being quiet. You know me, I'm a himbo. I gotta take a little time to learn this, and I'm trying to engage. So I've been like listening and paying attention, just learning the basics. I finally sit down and get my first hand in front of me, right? And I got Merle to my left teaching me, like, okay, Raijin designates Merle to teach me. I was like, okay, let's go. And then the moment it happens, Merle just like eyes just go wide, like he just seen a bomb pop up and like, what have you given me? What have you given me to handle right now? And he calls him over like it's a fucking like surgery, like, you got to see this doctor, get over here. And then look at it like, oh yeah. Yeah, and I go like, wait, what happened? What is it? I go to touch one, like, no, don't touch that. Like, oh, okay, I won't touch it. Sorry. And they're just like analyzing. I got some kind of crazy Han 3 hand or something. I've gotten some kind of rare ass hand on my first draw that you should not get. So yeah, I was not allowed to touch my tiles at all. It was Ren. You can agree with this. There was a crazy amount of beginner's luck because each of us got that. Remember, we were all.
Oh yeah, I got my own beginner's luck too.
Mm-hmm.
Where I got like 7 pairs. I'm like, oh, did this count?
Mm-hmm.
Rex, so to explain a little bit more, Rex, apparently was one tile away from winning the hand with his first draw.
Yep.
Yeah, literally the first hand the first draw I had was enough to start, to end my hand. Like if it was poker, to explain real quickly, I had a royal flush in my hand basically already from the start. I just had to do maybe one more thing. So yeah, but the funny part to me was they did not want me to touch anything. Like, no, stop it. Like if I touched it, it would just disintegrate and I'd lose the hand or something. It was kind of funny, honestly. But yeah, I enjoyed playing Mahjong too. I mainly enjoyed because Raijin, Merle, Jericho were already so hyped about it, and that's something they came there specifically for. They want to teach people. So I mean, honestly, it was a good time just learning it with that much hype, and all three of us here, Ren especially, has become a proficient Mahjong player, I believe. And right near the end, Zim picked it up too and was getting it down as well. We played a couple sets. We did it on the side at the end of the convention. I'm not gonna call Ren a shark. I'll let his play speak for himself when he plays you, because he's pretty good right now at the game. I think I think he definitely would take us out.
A quick interruption here. Go ahead, Gib Gab. I know you've got some things to say to Ren. You are there, right, Ren?
Yeah, I'm here.
All I was gonna say is that I just found it so funny. Like, you all replicated that thing in movies where they play one time and it's the most intense game of poker, and they all draw oh, I got the straight ladder, I got a flush, I got a royal flush. Literally just
Arctic winters, 23-hour nights.
But no, it's really simple.
Destination for
okay, hey Ren.
and hibernation lovers.
You know how you called me
Receive
oblivious?
the warmest welcome.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember it now.
Temperature doesn't get you first.
I have Zim's testimony.
Visit Svalbard,
But
the coolest
all I really
place on
wanted
Earth.
to say in response to that is, initially I was angry, but then I realized it's all fine, actually. There's nothing wrong with it. You just said a comment, and there's nothing wrong with it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter whether you say one thing or another. It doesn't matter if you slip or blunder in your words. You are a wonderful being. I appreciate you greatly. You are an absolute joy. You're fantastic to have around. I could not have asked for someone better to join the community when you did. You have been a joy. You have been such an amazing person to have around, that despite you making a mortal enemy of me, I do appreciate you.
So this is how a Gib Gab kills Ren. I see.
Holy moly.
Wow!
Kill him with kindness.
Ow! Ow! Ow, Gib Gab!
Okay.
Ow!
I mean, that final twist at the end was just perfect.
I need context for this. I just
Ren, I will assist you in TTRPGs.
I feel like there's
okay.
more to the statement than that.
I'm grabbing all of my D20s tomorrow, and I'm gonna place them all facing up with a 1, and I'm gonna put them all next to each other for the rest of the week.
Summoning Ren, put all the dice into one. Dang.
No, walk out backfire and give me all good rolls now.
That's gonna be the funniest part about it. Yeah, you're just gonna steal all my good luck. First you insult me, and then you rob me.
That was a plan all along.
I hope you turn to dust more. Hey Ryan, how about this? How about this? If I really want to hurt you, okay? How about I can say that I barely remember peanut butter jelly time because I saw it when I was a kid.
Oh, we're going back on me. This reminds me of the badger thing we started talking about during the convention.
That's what I was called.
Yes, that's what. Rex.
Badgers and mushrooms.
Yeah.
That is literally what Gib Gab was just referring to.
Ow!
Oh no, Ryan, don't worry.
I thought you were talking about the peanut butter jelly.
So here's the thing. I got a new job. I'm now begin working. It's cool, right? It turns out one of my coworkers is basically right around my age. We vibe very well. It's a real sweet bean. One of the other coworkers, the more serious one, he's a little closer to Yalsa's age, so he's a little bit more of a fossil.
Heyo.
And I was writing a note, and I needed to remember it. So I'm writing here about the way some of the departments are organized. one of the departments is a big exception to the way every single other department is organized. It just is weird. And I wrote on the note, this department do be kind of messy though. That ain't busting for real. And he just looked at me and he's like, I will end you. You have caused me pain. And then I started talking about how like the Wii was my first real console because I barely remember my N64 because that was like such an ancient console. Or like when I was a child, I barely remember playing on the GameCube with my cousin. Or like I got a DS because I saw my cousin playing with a Game Boy and I was like, I want one of those.
I am turning into a
was a DS.
I am feeling the pain right
now. The more you talk, I turn into I've had a Super Nintendo, an NES, and those games I saw when those came out slowly. You're saying those are the old ones.
Good night, Marshall. Gib has apparently decided to just commit massive murder on all.
Did my teeth fall out? Oh god.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. I could be even greater. Like, just remember, Skyrim came out in 2011. I was 10 years old when Skyrim came out.
You were 10 years old when that came out. Oh god.
I think the part that broke me was when I was working at a liquor store, and drinking age here is 18, and someone comes in with their license photo and shows it to me, and it says 2007. Sorry, you've got to be 18 to buy this. Like, I am.
Oh, I have seen
god,
memes
my
of
world
that.
just went black and white, and I just crawled to the floor and was like, I'm so old.
Is that TV static? I swear, I think I'm seeing. Is that a CRT screen?
Oh, dude, actually, okay, this is, I know I'm already, like, default making everyone boomer, but, like, unironically, I genuinely remember, like, barely remember when I was, like, genuinely, like, such a kid. So, like, we moved from one home to an apartment to the house we have, like, or the house we had back at home, right? I barely remember anything before we moved into the house, because that was, like, 2006. Like, I was 5 when we moved there, so between when I was 0 and 5, I remember having a CRT. And I remember it as, like, this vague old memory, and, like, it just being the shittiest TV.
Oh yeah, vtubers are pretty bad. You play really good, like, Smash Brothers on them, but yeah. Can't make your chose violence. I feel so old now.
Era, I graduated in 2020. Continue to feel old.
Oh boy, yeah. Fair enough.
Oh. God.
2000.
Excuse me while I go step in front of a truck.
You don't need to step in front of the truck. We're gonna really die of old age before then. No worries, man. I'm just gonna go back to the ground.
My terms are not at all.
You know, my first phone was a BlackBerry. It was already one of the ones that had like the full, like, little screen and the like keypad. I was too young for flip phones.
You know what a CD player is?
My first phone was a Nokia E61.
That's too boomer.
I just remember my
still
phone
being made.
I just remember my phone being a flip phone.
Yeah,
that's too old.
Hey,
I never
at
had a
least
flip
flip
phone
phones
because I
have
always
come
thought
back.
they were too flimsy.
Yeah, that's true. Flip phones have come back.
Yeah, I have a flip touchscreen. I hate it.
So actually, Era, would you like believe me if I said that, like, unironically, when I was working at my previous job, we found a little rotary phone and I was playing around with it, and my supervisor was like, "Do you know how to use one of them?" And I'm like, "I've never used one in my life." I like, how do I use a rotary phone? I guess I dial like 9, it was 11, whatever. That's confusing.
Hey,
Rotary phones, I've never had one, but they're pretty intuitive.
I never had one, but my old friend had one, and, you know, I know how to use it.
My grandma had one. They were even going out around that time. Do you, Gib, you know what Yahoo is? Yahoo, the search engine?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Did you ever know Ask Jeeves?
What?
Did you ever hear of Ask Jeeves?
I actually never heard of that one.
Oh Lord!
Welcome back.
I have no idea what that is.
That first trick, the old.
I know Ask.com.
Is for when it's already too late.
Sorry, what?
Sim, you know Ask Jeeves, yeah?
Trouble. Well,
yeah, Shawty, I remember talking to Jeeves, old man. Interminato was such a good time to have a nice, personable, searchable thing. Oh, I quite enjoyed talking with them.
Are we the old fogies, Zim?
Okay, I need you to, like, if we're talking search engines, I just want to give you the context that I don't think I've ever, like, in living memory, used a computer at a time when Google wasn't already just the browser or the search engine. I remember, Internet Explorer. That's, like, old.
I'm pretty sure Google and Ask Jeeves are both pretty much around at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just one survived and one didn't. But given the sounds of your age, Ask Jeeves went debunked before you were born.
Ask.com?
No, Ask Jeeves.
That was originally known as that. Oh god, this was made in 1996.
Boy.
Yes, we are aware that it was a long time ago.
I've accepted I'm a dinosaur.
Also, I just want you all to know that if you are in pain, thank Ren for this.
Yeah,
Why did we?
Thank
What
you,
did
Ren.
you
Because Ren, I greatly appreciate you as a friend, and I love sharing my memories of my childhood with you. Oh, you know what was really cool? I remember, remember when I was a kid and I loved Wii Sports so much. It was such a sick game. It was like one of my childhood games.
Wii Sports.
Stop!
I remember in high school when I was trying to lose weight, I got Wii Fitness with the step pad, and that was like in my late teens.
Remember the first Smash Brothers I played was Brawl. That was a good game.
Oh, now I'm really old.
I
The first one I
remember-
played was the first one.
I remember.
That was a joke, by the way. I played on the N64, bro. Smash. That's my first one.
Okay, my first Smash was N64, then Melee, then Brawl, and also. But I do remember when Wii came out, I had my driver's license, so I was actually at the midnight release of the Wii at GameStop. I do remember that.
I was eating Play-Doh when the Wii released.
Wii was the first console I ever bought myself.
Yep, same here. Same here.
That's fair.
Oh my god, you were like actually like older when the Wii released. That's wild.
I was working my first job selling Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And I was just doing labor work for parents, getting their money.
Just to twist a knife. I was in
I
elementary.
command pure chaos! Kinda.
Jimond_ has turned Jib Gab of the old into a grandpa. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Who's Jib Gab of the old? Are we talking about Ren?
It's okay, everybody. I brought myself back.
Oh, thank goodness. I was about to say.
Grandpa.
Scientific
Grandpa?
facilities are not open to guest inquiries.
Grandpa.
Good how he gets to feel
Figure
old.
it out yourself.
What? Oh, hi, Era.
Hi, Era.
Hey, Era. Good
Please
to
join
see
me
you.
in
Grandpa?
saying farewell to
Grandpa.
the expedition team.
Gib Gabs is making us all feel old for some
Yep.
reason.
I mean, why are we? I want to know why they're calling us boomers. We're not that old.
That's just what the youngins say when somebody is, grew up not with a Wii from 2006. Apparently, you're a boomer.
Grandpa?
It's the Zoomers trying to insult us older folks.
Yeah.
Grandpa,
But
Grandpa.
we're millennials, not boomers.
Yes, I know. My
Grandpa.
parents were boomers.
Yeah, baby boom. That's where it comes from.
It's from baby boomers.
Grandpa.
It's okay. We could just put Gabby in the gay baby box,
Yeah.
and then we'll
Baby,
put that
don't
box in the
forget-
closet. And when he's old enough to come out, we'll let him out.
You know what? All I'm gonna say is, goddamn
History
Zoomers.
exhibits is being inspected.
Hope you're having a good one, Era. I did come in just to talk to TFF and then bounce, so I may just head on out in a bit. I was just winding down, chilling.
I'm about to bounce myself.
I'm stuck awake until 11:30. Cass missed his flight home, so I gotta pick him up later than I was originally.
Wait, was Cass at TFF?
No, he wasn't at TFF. He didn't even know what was going on, but he was in Texas.
Okay.
He went home for his birthday, which was yesterday.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if he was at fucking TFF...
Jeez.
I would have let you know.
Also, I call you boomers because even though you're not old enough to be boomers, y'all have the vibe of boomers.
Oh, honey, no, we do not.
No, not at all. You do not use that word correctly at all. If you think the vibe of boomers is us.
You're already going on about like, oh, the young people. Oh, like I remember.
The vibe of boomers is way more toxic.
Gabby,
No.
we're being facetious. Do you know what facetious means?
You gotta understand. My mom has more young energy than you.
Okay, Gabby, do you know what facetious is?
Yes.
Do you know what facetious means? We're being facetious when we're complaining about the young kids. If you want a boomer, I can call my mom and just hold up the phone to the mic and let her rant at us about how terrible we are as human beings for 30 minutes.
Oh God, no, please.
That hits, that hits the denigration kink just right.
Good, you can talk to her. I haven't spoken to her in 2 years.
Yeah, I can I throw my lot in on that too?
Look, I'm just saying, okay, I'm just saying. I know you're not literally boomers. I'm just saying, y'all acting old. Y'all acting mad old, for real, for real.
We're just old, Gib Gab. We're not acting. This isn't a ruse. I am old. I have had consoles that are older than you that I played.
You're not that old.
We're not that old. You're right, but we're just older. That's it.
We're not that old, but you'll reach the spot too when you reach closer to our age, where you go, well, I'm definitely not young anymore.
You know what? That'll be in a decade.
Us millennials had this instance where one day we went to bed at 25 and we woke up and we're nearly 40 now.
That sounds like
That's what happened to us.
I think someone worded the millennial plight the best. If you stop and realize that the happiest time for most of our lives were the 6 months between when Shrek was released and 9/11.
What a
Oof. But I mean, look. We gotta have mercy for millennials, okay? It's just like, I understand that millennials have been through some rough times. I understand that things are tough, and I understand that you've lived like a decade of once-in-a-lifetime events more than me, so I respect that.
I'm not feeling very respected right now, and I am waiting for
not even a little bit.
Not at all.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Much like how you bully Ren to show him love, my love and appreciation for millennials is directed in the form of calling them boomers. You know what I do with the boomers? I just sit here and I go, darn. How much longer?
We think the same.
We've been hoping for the same for a long time now, I think.
You gotta say, that's the disrespect I show the boomers. Millennials, look at y'all chill, okay? Y'all. As long as I can continue to make someone feel old when I just go, this shit ain't busted for real, and they just look at me and go, I will end you. Don't make me feel old at my workplace, I'm happy.
Honey bunny, I will speak your language and do a boomer and make you cringe.
That's based. That's a power move, and I respect that.
I love doing that to some people.
Look, it's hard because like most of the time I just find it humorous and I'll act like hyperbolically but like the only person that makes me cringe is actually Zim, and it's just because I listen to Zim speak and I'm like, Zim, no, why?
Please.
What do you mean?
Damn, that's a quote. The only person that makes me cringe is Vim.
Sometimes you go for like the slang talk, and I just sit here like, what am I doing with my life?
Yo, what's up, bro? What's up? Yeah, it's Rich Zim. What's up, bro? How's it going, yo?
Let's get into that 90s 90s kids talk, shall we?
Yeah, let's be a 90s thug. There was a moment he did it during the con where he had his pants down. It was great. I smile when he does that.
Oh my God,
His
Rex.
90s kid interpretation.
Rex.
Rex, you're in danger.
What's my danger? He
Phrasing.
he had the trunks and everything. Oh, man.
You know what? I'm adding that as a quote.
What?
Go ahead.
Phrasing.
What?
What did Rex say?
And I don't need you, by the way, Gab, to make me feel old. I'm on the internet every day.
Exactly.
I
We
mean-
have Gib Gab here to make us feel.
I don't even have to get to the internet. I just wake up, roll over, and go, everything hurts.
Oh my God!
I mean,
the
sure, yeah.
Furry.
Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, yeah, he's diverting his attention from my comment, but legit, he had like red trunks, he had red pants, and some jeans, some jeans, and he freaking was sagging like a '90s thug. It was great. He was doing
90s lowrider.
Yeah, it was during Mahjong. And then I made a joke about it, and he did the yo thing. What's up, dog? How's it going? God damn.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
for
sorry,
context of what actually was going on there,
Oh, protect yourself.
hey, I've let you have context too.
You
As he
mean
makes the quote out of context.
context?
As he makes the quote out of context for me.
Okay. No, I see what you did there. You're adding context.
Nice. Nice.
Uh,
All right, good night, folks.
Oh,
no, you gotta stay up for a while.
night,
But
Dusty.
anyways, what I was doing at so I had the belt on my shorts, and I have a second pair of shorts that I always wear, you know, layers. But yeah, I got my jean shorts, and then I got like this basketball short fabric kind of shorts that I wear underneath my jeans. And I have no idea what they're called, but what the actual fabric is called. No, my boxers are on underneath all of that.
He wears gym shorts underneath his shorts.
Yes.
Yeah, they were like basketball shorts.
Gym
They weren't
shorts.
like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know-
the right term.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
And you know, sometimes trying to sit in a chair with a giant ass tail on a chair made for humans, it didn't have the proper setup, so I just kind of shrugged off the tail for a moment and dropped the pants. But getting them back on with the tail belted on is not exactly easy. Hello, Secret Roo. And also, Lucci, I think it was you. Yes, Lucci. The con was fantastic. I very much enjoyed it.
Good time. First furry con ever. W.
I'm so jealous.
I'm gonna get the Expressi the Pressy in about a couple days, and maybe possibly con crud. But thankfully, I took a lot of vitamin C, so I should be good for a bit. I hope. And a lot of sleep. More sleep than I've ever gotten at any other con, actually. Probably because I didn't do. Oh, sorry.
I sleep the most out of everyone, I think.
Did you steal blankets again?
No, he didn't steal blankets. That's why nobody's sick.
Yeah, he. Wow. To be fair, no, he did not steal my blankets.
And again,
He did make. Well,
if you need more cash and fewer
I
questions,
don't know if I want to admit that.
No, go for it.
He's
I'm very
adorable.
curious.
No, he's adorable. When he sleeps, he makes adorable sounds. That's all I will say. He's adorable. He makes the most adorable, like sleeping, like how somebody goes, me 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 me. He makes his own adorable sounds when he sleeps, and it's amusing. It makes me smile. I'll let Zim elaborate if he wants to, but I will not elaborate
I have
further. unless-
no idea what Rex is talking about.
Rex is just saying that he watched Ren sleep.
Okay, now I have to elaborate. Ren moans in his sleep, and it's really cute. Like, I don't know, he just starts moaning when he's gonna go to sleep. For no reason, it'll just you'll hear him moan in the middle of the night. But it's like, he's just sleeping. He's just about to go to sleep. It's like a light moan. It's honestly adorable.
Ren, how do you defend yourself against those accusations? What were you dreaming of?
I don't know.
Don't ask him, please. I don't want to know.
I don't know.
He's dreaming of all the bad dragons.
That's me. That's what I do.
And the good ones, too.
I've, only left the con with one bad dragon toy, and it was a gift. I didn't buy anything. Ha. I did it good. I didn't buy any bad dragons anyway. I maybe spent maybe 100 or maybe 80-ish.
I know it was not that low, Rex.
You haven't looked at my bank account. What do you mean?
I did not keep track of how much each individual item that you purchased was. But I do know it was a hell of a lot more than 80 or 100.
If you say so. I don't know what you're basing it off of, but I did keep it around 100. I think mainly it was the food and stuff that made it drop, if anything. But when it comes to Dealer's Den, I kept myself back pretty good. We bought the badge. I repaired my tail once for $10. And I bought the certified gifts for everybody. They'll probably end up being about $20-ish.
Despite the odds,
They're only
some
$5 each.
prehistoric artifacts exist to
I'd say I
this
did
day.
pretty okay in my first
Don't
con.
be the reason that changes.
If we count your tail, did your tail cost count for the con cost? Or
What
because
cost
it was
for
before
my
the con?
tail?
Yeah, dude, I know you went over 100.
What cost was there for my tail?
Oh, did it not cost anything?
It was a sponsorship thing.
Oh, nice. Sponsored tail. I forgot about that.
Yeah, back in December last year, I did for Make Your Tail.
We stopped them.
Which, by the way, there's a coupon code on some of the older videos from earlier this year, which is still valid if you guys want to go get your own tail. It's actually a really good quality tail.
I can vouch.
This is
Somebody who carried it around.
That's
Demon
a-
underscore tipped $9.73. Ren appeasement.
Thank you so much for that tip of Geemond. Your question, Pyroshki? I have no idea who that is, Secret Rue.
The expedition team are departing now.
And thank you, Geemond.
And yes, thank you for
Wait.
that tip.
Why are we appeasing Ren?
Yeah, it's a sense.
That's cringe. Mess it up like Ren wants to be messed up and what?
Oh, the meme. I do wish I took a picture with that Steve I saw at the con now after watching Minecraft and all the chicken jockey jokes that were going around the con.
There was a Steve at the con?
Yeah, there was one really good Steve. I didn't get a chance to take a picture with him. He was there for one little bit of time.
This is
That's
the
base.
dankest dungeon.
Ducks underscore all underscore around tipped $5. Thank for the TFF stories, and congratulations to Garu. I'm going to bed now.
Good night, Ducks, and thank you so much for that tip. I hope to get you into a campaign in the future.
What did Gar do?
He got into the Star Wars campaign.
Ooh, spicy. Oh, by the way, Era.
What? What?
I am mildly annoyed at you because that dad/daddy meme was perfect, but also I'm doubting myself as to whether one of my coworkers ever saw it when I opened it. The thing is, he went like awawa at some point, so I have a very big suspicion that he might be a furry. But also, that's that's a spicy question always to ask. So I'll figure it out eventually.
Just make an animal noise at him and see if he does it back when he's not expecting it.
That's what I'm planning to do one of these days. I'm picking the right time,
I had a coworker when I worked at the Mall of America that turned out to be a furry. He was wearing a fox shirt, and I just looked at him and was like, "You're a fucking furry, aren't you?" He went, how do you know? I was like, you got a Fox shirt that's got a speech bubble with throat chicken in it. I know who made that shirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know your secret.
I feel called out with my hoodie like that too. Even today in the mall, someone was like, "Where'd you get that hoodie?" It's like, "Oh, from Camp Howell." Like, oh, okay. It's like neurons were activated.
I was wearing a
yeah.
shirt. Wearing a shirt from FWA, and I went to the gas station this one time, not really thinking about it. And the person looked at my shirt, was like, "Oh, I know that art style." I was like, "Yeah, this person makes a lot of video game art." And they're like, "Oh, I'm not sure about that." I was like, "Oh, then you know him as a furry then, because this is definitely a furry artist." And then he shut up and checked me out.
I'll definitely never forget going into the vape shop and the guy pulled out his mug to drink some water, and I see a Bad Dragon sticker on it, and I'm like, I know what you shop for.
I know what you are.
No, you know what? The ultimate power move is to get a sticker and then never buy anything from them. That's the ultimate power move.
I think he told us that actually, or something.
Expedition team returning.
My roommate's been insisting for a long time that he buy me a Bad Dragon mug for when I go in the office next. I keep on telling him no, because that's becoming a thing that everybody knows.
It was fine when it was this underground thing that if people recognized it, they wouldn't say anything because, like, you know, if they recognized it, they were into it too.
Like a game of
now
chicken.
It's a little too.
Bad Dragon Chicken. Who's gonna call it out first? If you call it out, you know. You're gonna hide behind the fact that you saw it on the internet. It's a meme.
Wait, by the way, is it a question? What were the other cons you're going to this year?
FWA in Georgia, and then Furry Migration.
Okay. I was momentarily thinking, like, okay, you know, now that I basically like got locked down in a job for the moment, can I think of going to cons this year? What are like the nearby cons that I can go to without spending 3 days in a train? Damn.
Just hop a plane.
I am not hopping on a plane anytime in the next 4 years.
FWA is very close to you.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but FWA is in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. But we might have space in the room.
I'll probably go next year.
Well, I don't know if I'll go next year. I just know that I'm going this year.
I'll probably end up going next year anyway. I want to go to one, but like, yeah, it's just like lots of turn off this year.
Ran, I feel it. I feel it, Ran.
I really want to go to Furry next year if I can.
Definitive post-con.
I think it's only because everybody's talking about like their next con. Zim gets to go to one next month. Meanwhile, I don't think I'm gonna go to one for a long time. I would love. That was so fun. But yeah, that's the little tinge just happened, just a little bit, just because, man, I hope I can go again sometime in the future.
What you need to do is be petty and spiteful and organize a giant meetup at like one of the homes like y'all got, and just go there all like one day while Zim is at a con.
I'm not like that.
Impromptu fur con.
Impromptu fur con.
I'll have my own fur con with werewolves and hookers. Actually, why do I even want hookers with werewolves? More werewolves, please!
Foxes.
What about werewolves?
Werewolves and foxes.
You gotta have the bottoms, otherwise it's just the tops.
I mean,
You only need one top in the room.
But okay, well, I mean, yeah, I'm at the party.
Oh, honey.
See, I think it's better if there's only one bottom and the rest the tops.
That's what I'm calling. I'm calling all the werewolves. I'm going to the party and bringing all the werewolves.
Rex is just announcing his fantasies on the stream. That's all that's going on here now.
Who doesn't have a fantasy with a bunch of werewolves?
Be right back.
Bye forever.
Miss you already.
Now let's start plotting about like what's the next event where Ren is gonna be a shark, so that I can start betting on Ren in the future. You're doing Mahjong? Yeah, I'll start bets. I want to bet on Ren.
Does make sense.
But yeah, look, I'm just saying, you gotta share the werewolves.
I won't share them. That's fine. I'm fine with them. I'm just saying what I'm definitely inviting a lot of werewolves. If it was the scenario there.
Oh no.
At least 14.
And Rex invited 17 werewolves.
You know what? Forget 14. 17 is a better number. I'll go with 17.
So just the higher the better. Now we can say 21.
Why are you limiting them?
Blackjack. For the meme. It's just for the meme. That's the only reason.
Have an open door. All the werewolves.
It's werewolf con, but it's actually just like a con for your bottom so they can get away from everyone.
Security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
Bottom talk is strong tonight, Sam.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, somebody got to be honest. I'm a switch. I'll go bottom. Oh, there was a Chocobo. Chocobo girl walking with a sign.
Hold
really cute. There was a Chocobo. Let me finish talking. There was a Chocobo person with a Chocobo sign. Oh my God, Connor! There was a Chocobo sign. Person walking around with a Chocobo sign, and every time they'd walk around, they go "quit," like out of nowhere. It was so cute. It was this little it was a person walking around with a Chocobo sign.
Chocobo.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was this person walking around with a Chocobo sign, and they just went "quit."
Chocobo. It's
Chocobo.
pronounced Chocobo. Not chalk. Choke.
Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip.
It's easy to remember. It's just choke.
You know what?
Choke
Yes,
your bro?
good job.
Okay, well, whenever the Chocobro came by, they went Quay every time. It was really cute.
And yes, Quay is the sound that Chocobos make in the game. The little text box says Quay.
Yeah, it's Quay. It was so cute. Now, are you telling them that or me that?
You.
Why me? I'm talking about. I know. That's why I'm explaining.
I don't know. You kept on calling him Chocobo.
Oh my God. Anyway, they went Quay, and it was cute because it's from the game. They were doing that because of the Chocobo sound. I thought it was adorable. Actually, got a picture with them and everything. It was really awesome.
Honestly, I didn't really like Chocobos at first, but they've grown on me a lot, and I like them a lot now. I would do a Chocobo TF.
You know,
I like Chocobos because they're like emus, and we have emus here.
But they're birds.
Exactly. So are emus.
It's really half the things that's gonna be teasing me is because I say words wrong a little bit.
Well, it's not really a little bit. It's like when you say Chocobo, I just imagine you grab the bird and you hold it up to the chalkboard and just begin drawing with the beak.
I can see it too.
There's gonna be art of that if you keep talking about it. You know, maybe I think I'm tired. I think I got Concrete, and I think I might need to go to sleep. I don't know if I have any more. I don't think I have any more TFF stories for any of you anymore. I keep getting made fun of.
I'm heading out. Master.
Oh,
Good night, Ren.
Good night.
I understand, Ren. I told EP2.
And I want to talk to someone else as well.
Hugs.
Ow.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Miss you already.
Raw?
I feel like Ren.
Hi again, Biff.
Oh, sorry, I was dealing with roommate and stuff.
My condolences.
Well, since Ren is gone, I'm not gonna be the only one getting teased and being my switchy self and getting caught out for bottom and miss words. I'm gonna bounce and pretend I have Concrete. I think I've told you enough TF stories for now, and I'll save some for later.
Rex, if you leave, who's gonna rep the Chocobo?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go and get rest before the Concrete gets any worse. Master, I love you. It was a fun time, and enjoy the TFF stories. Oh, boy. Jeez. You have a good night, Master. I'm probably gonna be laying down.
Good night, Rex.
Thank you, and everyone else in here. You're awesome, and have a good night. And I'll see you at the werewolf party and all that.
Good night, Rex.
Goddamn.
Good night, Rex.
It is raining. I'm not wet. You're wet. It is raining. It's raining. Bye.
Oh, good to know he's got that kind of part.
Well, that was a surprise.
Patnera.
I see why he has a Chocobo around now, to dry things out.
Bro, that's terrible.
Screaming.
Why? Why scream? You should
Because
hate
that
it.
is Viv's default state.
Botany exhibits should not be turned into meaningful salads.
Because double sleeving 200 cards, unsleeving 100 cards. And also figuring out where I put some of these cards.
Down.
Pain.
If you're gonna scratch me, get out of my lap.
I like to imagine there's at least 3 bottoms watching this stream who heard down and immediately like sat down if they weren't already.
Probably. I was talking to my cat.
I know.
I mean, we all know Mala's going to sit down the moment he hears it on the recap, so...
Yeah, and I'm gonna get a message that I sat. Am I a good girl now?
He is legitimately one of the biggest bottoms I think I've ever seen.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like, most people, like, there's some semblance of, like, you know, variance between, like, bottom and top. Yeah, like, you've got, like, more very bottomy leaning people. There's still, like, most people have a little bit of a spine to them.
Mala does not.
Well, that's because he's a moth. He has an exoskeleton. Unfortunately, it's made out of rubber.
I thought it was made out of paper mache.
Okay, I'm adding that one as a quote.
It is a good quote.
Look, Zolet, in my experience, there's 2 kinds of switches, okay? There's the bottoms who say they're switches because they don't want to call themselves a bottom. And then there's the switches who be like, are you 0.01% more, like, bottomy than me? I am the top.
All switches are bottoms.
I beg to differ.
Incorrect.
There is a very large percentage of them, though, that really do just want to be bottoms.
Oh, I only say that because it triggers some people into complaining and whining, and that's how you know that they're actually a bottom. If they start whining, they're a bottom. If they just say that's not true, then they're probably actually a switch.
Oh, I am definitely a bottom. Proud.
Be ashamed
You do
of
you.
yourself, SMH. No way, you're
Never.
probably into that.
Well,
There.
depends if you call me nice names.
I don't call anyone other than Vari nice names.
Wait, you call Vari nice names?
Point Radio.
Yeah.
Hello and
I'm nice to Vari.
the latest
They're
episode
dating, after
of
all.
the finest show on
And?
radio. I hope
Boyfriend
you have
privileges.
your superlatives at the
Correct.
ready because today's audio bounty
Vivis
is
said nice
bound
things
to
about
be
me.
boundless.
Once.
More
I
life-changing
think.
radio.
When?
Say something nice about Sen.
Anyone feeling thirsty?
Viv is offended at the idea of having said anything nice to you.
No, I was just like, when? When did I do that? I generally tend to say neutral things about people, or and you know, when it's like Beerus, I'm just rude. I'm just mean and rude.
Kieran.
I don't remember because I remember you saying it and saying, "Oh, that's nice." And you said that I can be nice sometimes, and I was like, "But you're not being nice now, are you?" And then you didn't respond, so I assumed that you were being nice or not being nice, and I don't know.
Well, the ambiguity is probably the better choice.
The museum has a new exhibit.
So I've chosen you decided to be nice for half a second.
There is the rare occasion where it happens.
Hey, Viv. For April
What?
Fools next year, you should just, like, ask ChatGPT to generate nice things to say about people and use that exclusively as everything you say for a day.
Viv would explode.
No, actually, I could do it myself.
I don't believe you.
Rude.
It'll be his
But-
April Fool's joke.
It'd be like, you know, rude, but also fair.
It's literally gonna be like, well, there's an episode of House where he's just like, I don't know, he pretends to have, I think it was like syphilis, because he's like, oh, you know, these people think I'm sick and they're thinking it's making me nicer, so I'm pretending to be nice to people to pretend that I can be nice. And I'm just sitting there like, that sounds an awful lot like that. That's terrible.
That's just being nice with extra steps, which sometimes that's kind of what you...
But what if you just tell someone like a genuine compliment? You know, just be nice to them. That's simple.
Nah, that's too much effort.
Or I could not.
Fair enough.
Viv's in the camp of I'll start being nice when people stop being stupid.
Basically.
And there's a problem with that.
Never?
Yes.
Everyone stupid. Yay.
Yes.
Eric, actually, God, I fucking died today. So, I didn't realize, but apparently getting an A+ certification is actually kind of hard.
When you're because it requires SCSI.
Exactly. And apparently there's a bunch of people in my workplace who are trying to get it and haven't gotten it, and a bunch of people who got it like 2 years ago and then just forgot everything. And the dude from like the networking department hits over and he's just throwing out some really like easy quiz questions for the A+. And at one point he just goes like, you don't know how many colors are there in an Ethernet cable? What are the colors? And they list everything from purple to red to black, and I'm sitting here like, oh god. What even? I know it's
God,
Henry,
they're all stupid.
What the fuck?
So Henry, we do have live plants that we can put on display in our museums.
Staff should see
Yeah, like a starfish plant.
the museum.
It's funny that the A+ certification still requires you to know so much about SCSI.
It just requires you to know everything about everything. There's like 1,000 question bank, and it's completely random what it decides to pick from.
I'm aware, I got it back in college.
I don't think I got anything about SCSI.
SCSI works by SCSI. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything about it. I barely remember that at all.
Just look for the most SCSI answer that there's possible, which is the most ass-backwards way possible. Then you're good.
No, so honestly, most of them were. They weren't even like that bad. They were literally just like, do you remember? Okay, to be fair, the first exam was that, but they were easy questions. The second exam was just like, do you remember this acronym? No. Guess between 4 acronyms. They can also, some of them can mean different things. So, good luck. And that was literally the second exam. So the worst part is just, hey, do you remember the acronym? The first one was kind of ass backwards.
Thankfully enough, I haven't seen a SCSI device in 5 years.
I can't wait until we find another one. Oh.
I am trying to get a fish farm set up so I can start making money.
What are you
Museum
fishing?
surveillance. There's a camera
Huh?
in here, and you
What are
don't
you
hear
fishing?
me complaining.
I'm fishing for fish.
Hello,
they have
cybersecurity
eyes?
department. Zim is trying to scam fish furries.
I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Or are they?
To be fair, that isn't hard.
But to be fair, sharks are hot.
Thank.
I will second that.
Look at them teethers.
Oh, the better to eat you with.
Exactly. The more
That's
the
why
merrier.
Gabby. That's why Gabby always tries to be annoying, so I bite them.
You know, that wasn't the goal, but namely because, like, I feel like you biting is, like, it doesn't go into the kinky territory, it's just like, ow. It's just, like, a hate-filled bite.
My bite is there to inflict nothing but pain and sadness.
Exactly, that's the problem, because normally that's hot, but, like, with you, I just feel like it's just like, okay, there's, like, nothing about this. It's just, this is just hate. It's like using the move frustration in Pokemon, but, like, everyone has a negative 255 friendship modifier. Except for one person.
Which is me.
I was gonna say Barry.
Well, yeah.
I
Let's
want it
take a
noted
peek at
Rex
the
is a
board
very
sheets
good
now
boy.
with today's news. Wiki
Ashley
Silverbottom,
looks
heir to
real
the
expert right
Silverbottom
now.
fortune, has misplaced a priceless ceramic
Bottom!
artifact from their
Is-
collection. It seems the spirited chap
Is
went on a
Asher getting shoulder
butler-aided
rubs?
baking
Yes,
spree
I am.
and now believes the one-of-a-kind artifact
Yeah,
is
shoulder
in one
rubs,
of many
definitely.
crumbles. We'll wait
Gabby, go
to
back to your
see
gay
if
baby
we've
box.
lost one of
No.
the truly great works of art.
Well,
He
we tried.
works his way from the blackberry towards the apple.
We tried to put him in Gay Baby Box, but he decided he wasn't going back in.
He wanted to go
will
back to
box myself
Wattpad and
out.
continue writing his fan art or his fanfics.
No, that's what the gay baby box is for. That's where I go to do that. Including like, you know, like you carve out the little like rectangles into the box to like make them like prison bars.
That's a noise.
Definitely shoulder rubs.
Alright.
Might have started as shoulder rubs.
And then you subtract the shoulders.
What?
Huh? I didn't say anything. You can't prove it.
What the heck, Gab?
What? What did I do?
That was a flurry of noises I haven't heard before.
That was Curly.
That was me.
Oh, that was you? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Cooper
Gab.
is
I was like,
adorable.
Gabby.
No, Discord has recently been muting my yawns, thankfully. So I've been like the last 3 times I've yawned this VC, I've made weird noises, but Discord just keeps muting it.
Oh, you've got crisp on.
Uh-huh.
If you want to get your yawns back, you turn it off.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Fair.
It used to not like actually get them, but it started doing it recently, so I'm guessing they updated something. I don't like my new job. It's good, but I don't like working like 9 to 6.
Security guard to empty
I want to go back
donation
to working after
There's
9
money in it for you.
Okay, but
Have you tried working like midnight, the graveyard shift? Because that's fun.
I
The
want.
expedition team are
hated it.
I love graveyard shifts. So much extra pay.
It was not. It did not give enough extra pay where I'm at. It was not worth the hassle
never
for
got to
us,
do anything.
to deal with
We get-
people that unintelligent.
It never
We
gave
get
me
50% bonus.
I wish. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Australian labour laws.
There you go. That's what happens when I turn on my noise suppression.
That was a very cute yawn.
I actively have to suppress them all the time at work. Oh my god, You know what got me, by the way? You know when you stereotype someone and you feel bad for doing it, but it turns out to be completely accurate?
Yes.
I got told to shadow one of my coworkers day one. Cool, fine, whatever, that's normal. The instant I heard them speak, I just went like, this person is gay.
Oh no, they had the lisp.
No, didn't have the list.
No?
They just sounded incredibly fucking cute.
Oh, that kind.
Very easy, because I genuinely thought there was a woman next to me. No, I was just like, he just has that kind of voice. We're talking, and the first thing that tips me off is completely gender neutral pronoun use. That's not normal for like most people to use. I immediately clock it instantly. It's like, yeah, okay, that's already a big flag. We just chatted, and at some point he slipped and he referred to his partner as a he, and I was like, And because I have zero filter, I just immediately went like, oh, he. It's like, you're like a same-sex couple. And it's like, yeah. Is there a problem with that? No, that's cool. It's actually cool. Sick. Awesome. Just took me 2 hours and immediately I was like, yep, no, this is 100%. I'm calling it. Yeah,
Oh, so you did the awkward straight person thing in response. Good going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then eventually today we were chatting more and it was like, okay, yeah. And then we were like bonded over the fact that like his boyfriend's Ace and the person I'm dating's Ace. And then we're like, it was like, okay, cool. So let's start chatting. And we chatted for like an hour about all those dynamics. And I was like, yeah.
Yes, so stuck in the
Including the whole like, I don't get it when like the straight people are like, oh, I hate my wife or whatever. And it's like, you just talk to your partner. What's wrong with that? I don't get it.
I've never got that either. If you hate your wife, why are you with her?
Yeah.
Right?
Because straight people's priorities are more on being straight than being happy, apparently.
Weird.
Well, the priorities that they're taught by their miserable straight parents.
When you have a wife, it becomes a contest of dominance and you can't lose. So never be the one to propose the divorce. Basically,
When
what
I
I
went-
just imagine it goes like.
I went and spent Christmas with my aunt and my cousins. And one of my cousins is married to one of those guys. My wife is such a bitch kind of guys. And she's my cousin. I've known her since I was like forever ago. So he drags us all the guys off to a bar on the way back. He's like, oh, my wife's calling. You wouldn't know I have to deal with that. You're single, but man, women suck. And I was like, then why the fuck did you marry my cousin? He's like, do you believe in the Bible? I was like, honey, why are you bringing up religion randomly? That's really fucking awkward.
Do you believe in the Bible? Yeah, they got one right here. It's real. Look.
Middle of
what else
nowhere,
was there.
Wisconsin, man.
I have 3 Bibles. I still haven't read them.
I have 3 Bibles. I have read them. That's actually what made me leave Christianity.
Me too.
So true.
True
And what's
based.
funny is how you catch how many people who try to quote it to you and you're like, you really haven't read it, have you? You've just had someone quote random verses to you.
My favorite one is when people are like, oh, you just awoke the giant. You don't know who you're messing with. You just picked a fight with Goliath. And I'm like,
honey.
Do you know the story?
Goliath lost.
Yeah.
Side note, slings are actually really scary, and that makes total sense why somebody with a sling would be able to take down a big guy with a rock to the head.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to think when they think of slings that it's like like a kid with a white V stick and a rubber band and a rock. It's like, no, military slings are freaking lethal.
I was unironically considering one for Sam because I was like, what's kind of Sammy weapon to like get? And I was unironically thinking of a sling.
My favorite one is when Christian families try to, talk about how, blood is thicker than water, and you're like, yes. Do you want to say the full biblical quote there?
The actual one. Yeah. But the actual quote.
Yes.
Man, Christianity stealing things? Never saw
Who
that
would've thought?
coming.
It's not really theft, okay? All of them are basically one big like clusterfuck religion that like split and divided at some point.
No, when we say it's stolen, it means that when they came in, so what Christians or early Christians like to do is they like to come in and steal a lot of the symbology of the pagan cultures around the particular area and claim its relevance to Christianity to help conversion efforts.
That yes, I was referring partly to like the like oftentimes
Especially
people will be,
Catholicism.
Hey there, really? Hey, rin the
I counted 54. That was pretty good.
I need to have 39.
others get
Alright,
you
let's see
down.
if I have 39 of them.
I'm gonna put the rest of the Mountain Dew away, bourbon.
Stand being around
I do not
people.
need more Mountain Dew.
You need
Mountain Dew sucks. Just don't drink Mountain Dew.
I want to know when they started adding caffeine to Mountain Dew, because that made me upset.
As far as I'm aware, that's always like
and
That was
simple,
all
nourishing
always the thing. At least here in the U.S.
Didn't used to. Definitely didn't used to have it when I was a kid.
I definitely used to have it when I was a kid. Trust me.
Same.
Well, maybe we just got a different version.
That is the more
You live in-
likely case.
Because I
here's the
remember
rest.
when we got it with caffeine, it got renamed from Mountain Dew to Mountain Dew Energized.
Where do you live?
Australia.
Oh, that's
An
right.
actual country.
Come here, Google. Because I'm pretty sure the Energized series was just extra caffeine.
I believe Mountain Dew sucks.
All I
but
know is
I
it
love
didn't used to give me
Pepper
tummy ache, and then when it started getting caffeine, it started giving me tummy aches.
Okay, so Australia banned caffeine in Mountain Dew and other non-cola soft drinks until June 2012.
Yeah.
The caffeine-free was discontinued, and yeah. So I guess caffeine was banned until 2012 in sodas.
West.
You were allowed to have it. It was allowed in Coke, but it was like they had to market it as a caffeine drink.
I mean, that seems fair.
But yeah. Because like caffeine was kind of a thing that they didn't want people to just take without knowing they were drinking it. And to be honest, I kind of miss it.
Caffeine? For the
No, I miss not having to. I miss being able to grab a drink and not having to go to the back of it and read the nutrition panel to see if it has caffeine. Because I like to avoid caffeine because I'm quite sensitive to it, so it makes me sick if I drink too much of it.
Fair.
It also keeps me up late, so I have to avoid caffeine within like 5 hours of me going to bed.
Same.
And I love it when you get people go, "Oh, I can drink 3 cups of coffee and then fall asleep." And so like, that's not an accomplishment. That's an addiction.
No, that's ADHD.
No. There's like my. I had a friend in high school. She was like a genuine coffee like drinker to the point where it's like, hey, so what's that? It like just has like a 24-ounce water bottle full of like pure coffee. And she's just like, yeah, I drank all this and I'm still sleepy. I'm tired. Like, it doesn't wake me up anymore. It's like, you might want to dial back down the coffee. When you're that desensitized to caffeine, that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's not good. Yep. Turns out she drank a lot of tea after that, which didn't really help, but sort of.
It's a little better than drinking a lot of coffee, but it's still caffeine.
Yep. And then on the flip side, if I drink a single little shot of coffee, I just zonk asleep on the desk.
Yeah.
Which is the ADHD problem, probably.
Coffee makes my brain feel like it's coated in. Caffeine makes my brain feel like it's coated in sandpaper. I don't like it. It makes my neural atypicalness go crazy.
And then, like, it'll be so smooth when you finish sandpapering.
I don't know what I'd do without caffeine. I need it for work.
Brain.
There
I
are
wake
days
up
where I
with-
do so much mind-numbing, grindy work that if I don't have a cup of coffee nearby, I'll die.
I think that's but one of the problems of a lot of jobs, particularly here in the U.S., where we are so dependent on caffeine because otherwise we just literally die at our jobs.
You're right. Caffeine doesn't necessarily wake you up. It just locks your brain into a state of focus. And that keeps some people up.
So what if I'm focused on trying to be asleep?
Then you don't want caffeine because it keeps your brain active.
Yeah.
That's why I have to quit. I used to be one of those people that could drink coffee and go right to bed, but I'm not anymore. I have to quit like an hour or two before I go to bed.
I still drink coffee I still drink caffeine in the morning, but it's like I'll only have like 1 serving of it, and any more than that and I'll get really sick.
I'll have 3 or 4 cups in the morning, but that's to get through the morning meetings.
No, that would kill me. If I had that much coffee in the morning, I would like have a nervous breakdown.
After that, it's water for the majority of the day, and then sometimes I'll have a can of soda in the afternoon if I'm having a really grindy day. That's it. And then there's the game nights where I'm really tired, so sometimes I have to caffeine up.
So really good. So like, sugar doesn't actually wake you up. Sugar gives you dopamine, which does help wake you up basically, but sugar doesn't actually wake you up or give you a sugar high. That's a myth. It's just dopamine.
Sugar doesn't make kids excited. It's the connotation and the linkage between sugar and parties that typically makes that happen.
Yeah, it's the sugar rush isn't actually a thing. What it should be, what is more accurate is that sugar makes people feel crappy.
Yeah.
We could all do with a little less sugar.
Just for that, I'm gonna eat more of it.
Okay. You do you.
Can't believe you're gonna eat Vari. You can't eat something that sweet.
That means Kai's off the menu too.
Unfortunately, Key is off the menu.
Dang.
He is fluffy.
Foiled again.
He is precious.
He is quite simply one of the most precious people on the planet.
It still catches me off guard whenever I hear him cuss. Every time.
Hysterical. Every time, though.
Apparently, every time I cuss around Rex, he thinks I'm angry.
Actually,
every time I cuss, people think it's normal, and they get really concerned when they listen to me on stream not cussing.
Nah, I cuss like a sailor and I drink like one too.
To be fair, Zim, it's not that you don't cuss a lot or the like, it's just that sometimes you go into like the very passionate and you just yell out this motherfucking thing, and then it's like, whoa.
And now,
that is exactly what I told of Rex, is that I swear when it's a passionate thing.
Yeah.
New all-in-one
That's kind of
fragrance
like
and lifestyle companion.
Natural to confuse with a thing to some extent.
I just swear because I want to.
I swear for catharticism.
I swear because it's part of my normal vocabulary, and I don't really see why swear words are really a thing anymore.
Whatever that means. Right.
It's uncouth. Your mom's uncouth.
I think it's important to have a dialogue that it provides catharticism, but that's the extent of it.
It's catharsis. Catharsism.
Museum security are
Wait,
operating in this area.
Sure, catharsis is the word you were looking for there.
I'm sorry, look, I spent all day looking at my emails, being overly careful about my wording, because this is the kind of workplace where every single email you have to send good morning, like line break, then the text on every single email.
Ew, kill me.
I hate it.
Yeah, I work in corporate America. I know what that's like.
I don't. It's like it's so unnatural. It's like good morning email. Good morning, like reply to the email. Good morning, reply. Good morning, reply to the reply. Good morning. It's like I already said good morning 3 times to you in the last hour. Why do we keep saying good morning to each other? I hate this.
Because proper email format shows that you're a professional or something. I don't know.
Just say it in the first email. And
Yeah, well, have some proper conversation etiquette and don't say good morning to me with every sentence.
No, the more
emails are just like letters.
And no, Era, the more disgusting thing is that they also do it in teams.
I'm aware.
I would literally kill people, I think.
I get 2 back-to-back meetings with 3 of the 5 same people every morning right now. And the first meeting, it's good morning, everybody, from one person, and we're all expected to answer. And then the next meeting, even though we've already spoken to them and talked about our morning, the same conversation happens and we're expected to participate. It's annoying.
I already told you, Karen, be quiet and leave me alone. You don't pay me to be sociable, you pay me to do my job.
My job is partly being sociable.
So is mine, and I hate everybody involved in it.
You know, but that's good charm. I think you get charm when you hate everybody in it.
The customers definitely seem to enjoy my company.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be real, right? Like, I think, and almost exclusively, I think this is a very American thing where it's like you have to be all polite and proper and professional. I'm gonna be real. Back home, it was just like, if the employee didn't like your shit, they didn't like your shit. That's it. They just treated you like garbage, and I respect that more than being like, "Hi, sir, how can I help you today?" But you can see like the fuming smile behind that of the previous customer who clearly left a bad experience, and they're already annoyed. It's like, no, just be annoyed. It's fine. I don't care. I'm here to get my shopping thing. Unless I'm specifically paying you for like an actual service you're providing in terms of like, yeah, I'm paying you to like be patient as a tech support because I have a problem and I want it fixed. And please don't call me an idiot. I'm trying, okay? Like that's one thing, right? But then otherwise, like, oh yeah, I just need a refund. Yeah, here, give me your shit. Goodbye. Done. That's what I'm there for. I'm there to be that shit to be done quick and easy. I don't want to deal with like, hi sir, good morning. How can I help you today? Yeah, that'll be perfect. Please give me a moment while I check the records. You can wait patiently over there or something. Yes, give me a moment. I'm quickly. Let's see. Yes,
Good night,
just
Phil.
fucking do the thing. I don't care. Good night.
See, I handle those situations by whenever I go to a store, I just don't say anything. They say good morning, I say good morning, and I keep on walking.
Excellent.
You respond
rude.
verbally?
Huh?
You respond verbally?
Yep, I just say good morning back because it's a polite thing to do, and then I just continue walking because that's the internet, or that's the sign in the United States that no, I don't want to talk. Don't ask me anymore, please. You just don't stop walking during the good morning.
People here say good morning to me as I walk into the store. I hold up my hand and just keep walking past. Like, stop talking, not interested.
Nope, I dignify their existence and move on.
Them.
Yep, I know. Honestly, I kind of realize sometimes in a weird way, like if I don't want to talk and I try to talk, like it's been at least twice now that I've gone into a place and I've tried to say good morning when I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm very nervous. Just like the little mutter comes through and I feel like that's more insult. Just be like, yeah, just like that. That's it. That's all that comes to.
I mean, I would honestly trade that for what my roommate does because my roommate has the bad habit of anytime anybody dignifies his existence where I like the mall or something, he will stop.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh my god, I
my
hate that.
grandpa was one of
We went
those.
by one of those massage places and there was a funny picture up on the wall and he went to go take a picture. The lady comes out and goes, "Do you want a massage?" I was like, "No, thank you," and started to walk away. And he's like, "Oh no, thank you. I was just looking at your neat sign." I was like, "No, gas, don't engage."
Abort! Abort!
We were there for 10 minutes.
Why does that
Do you want a massage?
remind me of
No,
my
you don't.
mother?
That's why I don't like it, because when it's like you gotta chat now, you gotta engage, you're just like doing the advertising or like I hate it when it's that, but like sometimes you do just kind of sit there and chat with someone and it's cool. Like sometimes it's cool, and sometimes it's like okay, but like, do you actually want to chat, or is it just that your manager's staring at you and expecting you to chat with me?
It's nice when it feels organic.
Yeah.
Look, if you're trying to sell me something, I don't want any of it. And you can always tell by the way they walk up that they're trying to sell you something.
That's true. Like to me, I know the most organic ones are always like, I'm talking to someone, right? And I can tell they have an accent. They can tell I have an accent. It's very nondescript, or it's really hard to identify because both our English is good enough. And at some point, in some point in the conversation, I either let slip a word with a very particular accent from my home city, or they slip up somewhere, or we just ask. And it's like, "Oh, you're from Venezuela? See, hey, give way." And then it just becomes an actual conversation for like 10 more minutes than it has to be. But we're both like actually chatting.
Nope, my roommate's one of those people that engages the salespeople that walk up to him every freaking time.
Amazing.
Yeah, whenever I go to the stores,
One sec.
when I used to...
3-star museum! The county hasn't seen such an assortment of ancient artifacts since prehistoric times. Or possibly the car boot sale in Smogley Industrial Park. We'll have to check. Tarquin Foxbridge, Department of Culture. Yay! Oh, story
Some
thing.
positive news now. Excellent. As the 2 Point Museum is receiving rare rave reviews, with new leadership providing more stability and less running away. Asked for comment by 2 Point Radio, a recent guest had this to say: "It's great. There's all sorts of stuff. It looks pretty much like a museum. I'm sure they'll be using that particular quote in promotional material soon, if they're not already.
Conclusion of Sunday
All right.
reviews. I've had a chance to rinse my eyes and let the fragrance.
The county wants its flagship museum to be a monument to enlightenment, sure to amuse any and everyone. Variety is the spice of life and worth the price of admission. Prove you can make a success of a large, diverse museum to receive a 4-star rating. This test will scrutinize the breadth of your collection and the depth of your knowledge.
I know nothing.
Just put the CGF community on display.
Oh boy.
I don't think we want to horrify them.
Nah, but it'll fit right into the prehistoric artifacts.
Put Scabby back in the gay baby box. Put Step back in the closet.
No, 3
Excuse you, I already
stars.
came out of the closet.
I think you couldn't pay me to go back in.
All right,
I continually get hit with the goddamn it. Why are the pretty ones cute thing?
What?
Why are the pretty?
Why are the pretty
cute?
ones gay? Sorry, it's those two different things. Everyone's just always like, God. Apparently there's a lot of women that come by my store that are interested, and it always comes out that I'm gay, and they're just always like, God damn it.
The amount of times where I've had to actually, like, after politely trying to say I'm not interested, and I've had to pull out the "honey, I'm gay" card, and they're like, "Oh, I had no idea." I'm like, really?
I've had
Really?
to do that at several straight bars.
Be like, huh? I noticed you had no idea. Why are you still talking to me?
I'm going to go ahead and switch games here real quick.
Right, I'm going to pop out of voice here because I have to leave soon to pick up the roommate.
Not allowed.
You heard Viv.
Viv's not in charge of me?
Oh, fair enough.
I don't believe that.
Also, my roommate pays bills, and I like him to continue to pay his half of the bills, so he needs to come home.
Fair
And
enough.
also, he cooks me food, and I'm tired of cooking for myself.
All right, you had me at cooks you food.
If you need food, just eat mala.
Mala's not even like a snack. He's like the thing that you eat before the snack because, not very many calories in that one.
Got like an
I was
airy
gonna
crunch
say, do
to
you
it.
really
That's
want
about
to eat
it.
a moth?
Not really.
I mean, I don't know. Era seems to.
I mean, I own him, so there's a lot of things I do to him.
After dinner lemon drop, yes! He's like the mints that you get at Olive Garden.
That's the best explanation I've heard so far. Thank you.
Why would you you'd drop it of lemon on a drink?
Lemon drop is a candy.
Oh, that's right.
It's a little lemon flavored sucker.
I forgot.
By the way, just so you know, Gib Gab, ship is short for relationship.
I'm popping out. Bye.
See ya. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Always nice to hang out with you.
Good night.
Alright, let's switch games. Thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was 2 Point Museum. Check out our website, cgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, picking up packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or by coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.